I don't actually want it, Fee-chan. I did it for the joke. Don't actually send me one. Can I even change this now, or is it... I love excess overlay. It's stuck thinking. So I brought up a window, and now I can't select which one. Hi, Feet-chan. Hi, Smile. Hi, Sir Noble. Hi, Bits. Why are you always late? You made a promise you must deliver. No, he doesn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, now... Can I select only this one, or... this fucking program. Love it. Let's start stretching. Cool. Hi, Louie. Oh boy, complaining about XSO again. Yeah, because it fucking breaks a lot. But nothing else is even, like, comparable to it. Just go get the other program? Why? They suck. You want to give real advice? That'd be nice. Hi, Lost One. No, it's just thinking. It's thinking, and so, like... It's just, like, hung up and acting slow. And in a few minutes, I'll probably be able to select the window I want. We'll be good. Then go talk to Zyzy, that's your advice? It's like... I complain about it each time. It's annoying each time. But I have workarounds. And you complain about me complaining each time. Does it not register that, like, as annoyed as you are by me complaining about it, I'm annoyed about you complaining about me complaining? Just don't use it while it's broken? Okay, Yoon. Icy Fire. Remember the content creator I shared with you? Which one? They like using their Dusty? Okay. Go on. Could it have to be... Could it be, perhaps, he just wants to complain and doesn't want advice? I don't... It's not that I don't particularly want advice. It's more that I don't want the same advice. And if it's advice, I'm like, I don't really want to take that. I definitely don't want it. Like, I'm not going to go talk to the person, because it's obviously going to be an issue on my end. It's very clearly going to be something wrong with my computer that I don't know how to identify, and no one is in a position to identify because it's not their computer. Oh, here we go. Star Fox Assault Katina Outpost Base. I will not be outdone again. Is this Katina Outpost? It is. Good job. I can probably help you figure out why I keep saying to talk to them. Maybe. Nobody's gonna know more than them. I also kind of just don't want to talk to them. Asking for help from strangers is stressful, though? Kinda. I don't know. The most frustrating part is that it was Your Life. Your Life was interacting with it and not playing well with Excess Overlay. And when I got rid of Your Life, it worked for 2 weeks perfectly. Like, flawlessly. And then after 2 weeks, it was like, you know what? We're not gonna do that. Hi, Wrath. My family is flying home. They are not here anymore. Which is nice. I have the basement to myself again. I have time again. It was nice having them, but after a week, I was like, I'm ready for you guys to leave. Hi, Pixel. It's nice out today. Monday, Planet Cracker. Tuesday, Stardew. Wednesday, Star Wars. Thursday, we'll celebrate 350. That's when we'll celebrate 350. Goof driving day? Oh no. Cammy Stretch. They are never going to leave? No, they've left. They left this morning. We had a fucking... Holy shit. Dinner last night was fucking too much. Dinner last night was steak, potatoes au gratin, ice cream, and banana bread with this, like, cream frosting over it. Literally, like, I just wanted to stuff my face with all of it. They are going to turn around and come right back. Actually, so this is funny. We were hanging out last night, and I weighed myself, because I hadn't weighed myself in, like, 2 weeks. Hi, Cairo. You're not late. I weighed myself, and it had been, like, 2 weeks. I was 140 pounds. And so I come back, and I was like, you guys gotta go. If you visit again, you can't stay here for a week long, because I've gone up 50 pounds. This cheat week has not been working out for me. They've been in and out of the hospital, and people think it's because they keep sounding. But it was actually the fake milk they used was going too far back, aka they were using too much. They're not doing anymore. Holy... They were actually inserting it? Jesus! You can't do... 5 pounds. 5, not 50. We're at squats. 50 pounds. Just 5. Just... The number of fingers on one hand. 5. We're up to 140 pounds. Our lowest was 135. I'm not too worried. Typically weight, it has like a middle ground where it wants to be, and it can go up or down. And so like this happened at Christmas. I ate a lot, gained 5 pounds. 2 or 3 days, lost 5 pounds. 2, 3, 4. Also, God, Assault music is so good. I do like it. There's like 4 or 5 really good Star Fox Assault maps. It's, let's see. Xenospartan. He made Asteroid City, Corneria City, Vishina, Patina Outpost, and where's the other one? Zona C base. Those 5. Help. I only know one kind of sounding. I beat you 2 at Cairo. Even got the level right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zones is my favorite Starsfox planet. Map in VR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be TMI. I think I'm most excited that I don't have, like, people just all over the house now and I can bust again. Oh my god, I should be sharing that. Not having privacy sucks. More so the level in 64? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's get the plank over with. Oh, I didn't realize it was a competition. Yes, you shouldn't be sharing that, but please continue sharing. Look. I haven't had privacy. I have a double barn door for my room. So, like, if you're in the basement, you can pretty much hear what I'm doing. And so, I haven't had any privacy. 3 minutes. Not anymore because I won. And so, we have a guest room upstairs. That's where my aunt was. We have a workout room that can also be turned into a bedroom. In the basement, when that's where my cousin was. And then I was in, like, what would normally be a storage room with no windows. And I use that as my bedroom. And so my cousin was in the room down here connected to the bathroom. And because of that, it was just like, there's never a time to be alone. Cairo, if it's not a competition anymore, it's still like 8-1. You won all the other times. Smile did come in, win real fast this time, though. They were like, Katina, Star Fox Assault, I win! 1 minute down, 2 more minutes. Double barn door? Yeah, so it doesn't, like, seal that much and it slides sideways. Yulin's room got tripped. I can show you guys my room if you want. I like showing people before and after pictures of what it used to look like. The other times with practice rounds, they don't count. Wow. Well, you gotta officially say when it's a practice round and not. So, I mean, technically these were all practice rounds. You could say now it's not practice. Oh god. I just really like Vidya. I don't like competitions. Playing Swow. Hi, Ploopsly. 1 more minute. $50 more seconds. Ow. $40 more seconds. Hi, Archangel. No, this one was real, as dictated by a soulful reef. 30 more seconds. Happy! Happy it hurts! 25.
What do you want me to do? I don't know what to do.
I don't know, do something! Bob, do something! 15.
Wait, does this help?
Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you.
No problem.
Meanwhile,
This half has mostly help.
meanwhile, chat, suffer more. I gotta fix my sound. I remembered to do it this time. Mic activation threshold. I've raised it up so my treadmill shouldn't catch anything. Ah. Nobody look, I'm breaking my legs. I don't want you to see this, it's embarrassing. Oh, this needs to come around to the front also. Everyone cheer Yuland on. Hi, Global. Okay. We're ready to walk. I finally have a new video! Oh my god, guys. I've had such little time this week that I've been slowly chipping away at this video. I finally finished it and edited it yesterday. And it was fucking long. It's literally like Onaran Plains 2.0. Fucking Taurus, 2 hours and 16 minutes. I don't know. I don't know if that's a, if that's gonna be 5 miles. It could be 4.8. At which point I'm going to cry if we get, like, a really long video after that. But the Star Wars videos are definitely fucking bombs that have they're all just potential ruining my day videos. Where, like, I'm at 4 miles, then we get a Star Wars one. They're all so long. And, like, I don't even think Tarsa is going to be the longest. I think Hoth is going to be, like, 3 hours. Work that booty, Yuland. Also, hi there. Hi, Global. Hi, Last One. Hog new video. Good, let's go. Lamau, I am gone. Lamau, I, gone, new, whatever it called afterwards. Pixel? Pixel? Can you do that one again? Time, Cairo Doko? Global? It's Monday. You know Cairo has to work on Mondays. He'll be streaming later tonight. Probably. Needy global overload. I know. But I think Cairo likes them needy, so... Are you having a stroke? A medical stroke? Not a Yuland stroke? Hi, global flooshed. Pixel is not beating the drugs allegations. What the... Okay. I want to play Rabbit and Steel again. I want to use my skin more. But man, I literally... Okay, so... A week ago, I had things on Saturdays, Fridays, and Tuesdays. So I had 4 days open. Starting this week, I've added 3 more days of plans. So if I want to do anything with people, I have to fit it around existing plans, which is like, oh god. Oh yeah, what's in my notes? Let's look at the holidays. That's what we should look at first. Where's the Yuland Clip Comp YouTube video? I don't know if I'll ever have one of those. I know that for growth, it's good to have a clips channel and a highlights channel. But I already do so much, like, outside of stream stuff making the walking videos that I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Alright. Here's the holidays today. Be a Kid Again Day. I feel like I do that every day. International Town Criers Day. Okay. Islamic New Year. I didn't even know they had a different New Year. Math 2.0 Day. Who is making these holidays? Alright, here's a good one. National Blueberry Day. National Freezer Pop Day. Holy shit, I haven't had a freezer pop in a while, but now I want one. National Ice Cream Sundae Day. It was National Strawberry Sundae Day yesterday. National Milk Chocolate with Almonds Day. And Scud Day. I've got freezer pops? Hell yeah. What is Scud Day? Somebody look up SCUD Day. They're Pedialyte freezer pops, though? Does that make them taste bad? It's more because Twitch deletes clips? Do they? I didn't think they did. I think they just archive them in a really stupid way. And they delete VODs. Hi, media. Who the fuck makes National Sunday Day on a Monday? That is a good point, Smile. Although, isn't it Tuesday for you? Not bad, just weird? I love... Savor the Comic, Unplug the Drama Day. Oh. Huh. Technically by 22 minutes? Speaking of Tuesday, I am going to bed. Sleep well, Smile. Thank you for stopping by. I'm late again? You literally can't be late, Freya. That's not a thing you can do. I like the textures on your clothes.
Yeah. Oh, it's the new Tiger I was in, actually. I've been in this more longer than anything. It's actually been my favorite one. Just like for one was...
Well,
texture swaps.
I'm just really liking, like, how the threads look on the clothes. I'm like, oh, it's like a really good job.
Hold on. Yeah.
I gotta figure out what's going on with those alerts. Hi, Octomage. Thank you. And that puts us at 5. That makes it potential for a really rough day. Like an even more electrolyte packaged Gatorade. I'll be joining in about 40 minutes. Okay. Hi, Ewan, my love. Hi. Well, now that jump scared me, holy. It's supposed to be a Mega Man Zero alert. It seems like there's specific bits amounts where it doesn't play the right alert. Hi, good morning. If it was up to me, no incline. You are choosing this? No. You know how the incline works. Bits is incline. If you don't want it to be incline, you can wait to the end. That is an option you have. Best holidays, Blueberry Day, Freezer Pop Day, Ice Cream Sundae Day, although that's on the wrong day. National Milk Chocolate with Almonds Day. I don't know if I like that one as much. I love almonds and I like milk chocolate. But putting them together is like, I don't know if I want them together. I'm in BDO just chilling and all of a sudden that, I thought I was about to get wrecked. There's definitely noises in BDO that you hear and you're like, oh god. I'd hear like a snake hissing and be like, well, I'm fucking dead. Also wavy. Thank you so much, Octomage. I really appreciate it. Incline the shrimp. Almond joys. Hi. So yeah, this video took like a fucking week to get through. Oh my god. The lore of it is cool. So Taurus is like the second Coruscant. It used to be like a city planet where just the whole thing was city. It had like structures and buildings covering every square inch of the planet. Hi, Celestial Thunderbird. But then, the Sith invaded, and one particular Sith Lord was like, I'm gonna gas the entire planet. And so he did just that. He literally spread poison gas around the entire planet. And now, like 400 years later, the Republic has come back. They are trying to, one, dispel the gas, and two, re-inhabit the planet. The gas doesn't kill you. The gas turns you into these fucking things, rat ghouls. So if you stay in the gas for too long, you start becoming these literal, like, fucking feral monsters. I'm riding a donk. I owe to drink, I thought. That cat was just about to toke. They kinda thick. Yeah, this is the second planet, no, third planet the Republic goes to. They start on their starting planet, Ord Mantell, or Tython. Then they both go to Coruscant, or all classes go to Coruscant. And then after Coruscant, they have the option to go to Nar Shaddaa or Taurus. Taurus is like 16 to 20. Nar Shaddaa is 20 to 24. So normally you should just go to Taurus, but you could skip and go straight to Nar Shaddaa. But then you'd have to come back here for your story quests and be way over leveled. And yeah. You know, if you were reincarnated in the Star Wars universe, would you rather live in the Old Republic era or the current era? Probably the old era. I don't really know enough about each one. Woke up late, getting ready. The last 2 words disappeared on me. You can't be late, Freya. Only I can. You show up whenever and at any time you want to. I was late too, my bad. You can't be late! But I like being on time. You were exactly on time. Only the broadcaster can be late. And anybody that I'm like, hey, I've made plans with this person. Like, we're gonna play Rabbit and Steel together. And then they're late. But like, everyone else, it is an open door for you to come and go as you please. I want you to feel free to come in and out whenever you want, as much as you want, as often as you want. I want this place to be like free use for all of you. Okay. I'm going too much with that one.
Jeez. God.
You played with some people in BDO, right? Nope. I never grouped up with people in BDO. Is Freya's crazy late? No, she's not. You heard Eulin, we got permission to... Oh, hey, yo. You getting all the things ready now? Okay. So you would know the most hated NPC in BDO. Probably not. I leveled in the snow zone. And there was the one little fox guy who was kind of annoying, but then he kind of like went through some character development and started being a man. But other than that, no. Maybe the little shadow? The shadow telling me to roll every 30 minutes was annoying. It's this side NPC that's a shy in Velia? Yeah, I'm unfamiliar. Free use and public use is a good tag, though. Not to circle back to that, but, you know, that's a good one. This mount is cool. I think Lost One had the green version of it. But I like the... Well, I like all wheeled mounts. Fucking Grievous had one in the third movie, and I was like, that's fucking rad! That's obviously where the inspiration came from for this game. I don't know, big wheel mounts are just fucking cool. Okay. Any Pokemon fans in chat? Because I saw a fucking wild Reddit post yesterday. It was in the Pokemon subreddit. And somebody made a thread, and it was literally titled, I didn't like Pokemon Platinum growing up. Now that I'm older and more mature, should I give it another chance with Brilliant Diamond? Which, anybody that knows Pokemon games, the Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl remakes are like the most trash remakes ever. Like almost every remake of a generation in Pokemon is good. Fire Red, Leaf Green, good. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, good. Omega Ruby and Omega and... Wait, hold on. It's Omega Ruby and I forget what the other one is. Sapphire? Incredible. Incredible. Potentially the best. But then Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they're worse than Diamond and Pearl and Platinum in every way. They have the chibi graphics. They added more bugs. They added nothing. They were just bad. So this person was like, should I play this? Everyone was like, no! If you didn't like it at its best, you're not gonna like it at its trash. God, Sapphire will always be one of my favorites. I had a lot of fun. Okay. So I started with Blue and then played Yellow, and those were great. But I was really young when I played those. Then I played Silver, and that was when I, like, played a lot of Pokemon. I don't think I was particularly good, but I played a lot. Then I played Sapphire. I skipped Gen 4 and Gen 5. Then it was X and Y. I came back with X and Y, and this might have been my favorite. This is when I started doing theme teams. This is when I, like, started doing, like, only one type. Or type teams, I shouldn't say theme teams. I started doing type teams and I did all dragons. And the X and Y Pokedex is so big that, like, their national dex was 400 Pokemon, which made getting 6 dragons really easy. And so, I might have had the most fun with X and Y. After X and Y, I went back to the games I missed. I never played Fire Red or Leaf Green. I don't know when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out, but I played that one. I loved them. And I think I played Omega Ruby and loved that one. I don't remember how I played Heart Gold. I don't remember, like, what my team was. I do remember in Omega Ruby, I did, like, an all-flying team. I then was like, I need to go back and play 4 and 5. So I played Pokemon White. I don't remember what my team was. I know I had Superior. I love Superior. I might not have done a theme team. Then I played Platinum. And I'm gonna be honest, Generation 4 is maybe my least favorite generation. I had fun with Platinum. I think at this point I was just trying to knock Pokemon games out. I was literally going from 1, beating the Elite Four, starting the next game. And so when I played Platinum, I was like, burnt out, and I'm just like, ugh, ugh. And like, there's some cool things about Platinum and Gen 4, but like, overall, I think I was a little disinterested. There's not many Pokemon I like from it. I didn't care too much for the story. Team Galactic is like, whatever. I'm literally explaining it, Cairo. X and Y is good to me because it has a big regional dex. And the way I play Pokemon is either type team or theme team. So the Pokedex is like literally the most important thing to me in a Pokemon game. But then when I went back to Platinum, it was like my 3rd Pokemon game in a row, so I was just burnt out. I don't know. I just really didn't care about Platinum. I didn't like any of the starters. The only Pokemon I really like from Gen 4 is Luxray, who is apparently a trash Pokemon. After that, I played Sun and Moon. I did all water in Sun and Moon. I played Ultra Sun and Moon. And I did lizards. This is when I started doing theme teams instead of type teams. I did all lizards, and that was okay. I don't even remember my lizards. I think I had a Salamence. I had a, not a Salamence, a, Salazzle. I had a Kecleon. I had the lightning guy. I don't remember my other lizards. I think I had a Haxorus? That's a lizard enough. The only good thing is how they game Cynthia's Medikit on her team. Terrifying. Yeah, I lost interest by X and Y. X and Y, there's something cute between Y and I on your keyboard. I can't see my keyboard. Is it gonna be U? Luxray is just furry bait? What? He's not even furry bait! He's literally a lion! Lucario is furry bait. That's why his biggest issue is terrible pacing. Otherwise, it's good. Just don't turn on the 3D. Yeah, I remember not liking the 3D. I played Ultra Sun and Moon. That's when I did the lizards. They got the story backwards in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. In Sun and Moon, the mom, Lusamine, was, like, possessed by the jellyfish Pokemon. And her daughter's like, I'll never forgive you. Maybe over time. And it's like, she was literally possessed? Huh? Then in Ultra Sun and Moon, she's like, I wasn't possessed. I just threw everything away to fight the Ultra Beasts. And her daughter was like, okay, that's noble. I'm not mad at you. It's like, hang on. You're mad at her for the time she was literally not in control and possessed. But the time she wasn't, when she was totally, like, in control, and she could have at least said, there's dangerous things out there, I need to save the world. That's the time you're not mad at her? That seems so dumb to me. Can confirm Luxray is for the furs. Lopunny is the most furry bait, in my opinion. I don't know. Okay, so there's a lot of Pokemon that, like, furries like, right? Luxray. Absol. But then there's Pokemon that, like, they literally walk on two legs, and I'm like, this just... How is this not for furries? Like, Lopunny, Lucario, Lycanroc, Zoroark. It's weird, Lucamine did some child neglect outside of the possession. I thought it was all during the possession in Sun and Moon. I'd have to go back. I don't know. It's Pokemon story. After that was Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield broke my heart. Sword and Shield is the game where I started hating Pokemon. Because that's when they did Dexit. They cut down the Pokedex to not include all the Pokemon. They made it so much harder to do theme teams. I literally only got to do an all-lizard team, and then it was like, oh, theme teams are dead again. I remember watching the Sword and Shield trailer, and they showed Dreadnought, a turtle. And I fucking lost it. I was gonna be able to do 6 turtles. Blastoise, Turtonator, Torkoal, Caracosta, Avalugg, and Dreadnought. And then it was like, nah, Dexit. 4 of those won't be in the game. Sounds like you value the Dex more than the surrounding content because X and Y had 0 endgame but a big Dex. Yeah, that is why I valued it. I don't think X and Y was the best game. If I said that, my apologies. I think the consensus of the Pokemon community is that X and Y was the beginning of when the series started going to shit. But for me, it was perfect for me. Because I just want to go through the main story, role-playing as a trainer that focuses on a theme, like all lizards, or all of one type. And X and Y had such a big Pokedex that it was great for that.
I don't think I actually play X and Y, actually. Play though, Yulan. I have seen gameplay of it.
Yeah. X and Y also added character customization. They added the clothing shop so you could play dress up, which is one of the best things of Pokemon. What else did X and Y add? I feel like they added something else that I'm forgetting. I don't know. X and Y, I always look at series as like, what did it add to the series? What innovations did it bring? And X and Y added the whole clothing stuff, which is one of the best things ever. Granted, Scarlet and Violet took that away, but whatever. In Sword and Shield, I did an all-bug team. Instead of doing theme teams, we went back to type teams. I did all bugs. And then in Scarlet, for whatever reason, they just added a fuck ton of dogs in Scarlet. So I was able to do an all-dog team. I think Sword and Shield is trash. I think Scarlet and Violet is trash. They took it away? What the fuck content does Scarlet and Violet even have? I don't know. It has an open world, but it is the most boring and bland open world you'll ever see. They don't have, like, roads between the towns that are safe from monsters. So, like, if there's a road, a pathway, It has a ton of trainers. And, like, just wild Pokemon across the road. So there's literally no difference between going places on roads and just, like, beelining from town to town in a straight line. Because there's just no reason to stick to the road. And the world itself just looks so ass that it's like, who fucking cares? I'm finally doing the walkies? Hell yeah. Hi, unknown. Nothing great, that's for sure, lol. No, here's the biggest thing, Cairo. A feature people have wanted in Pokemon games for literal decades is to be able to go in any order, and the challenges of the game scale to what you've done. So imagine you're playing Pokemon Red and Blue. You get to Brock, and he goes, you have 0 badges, you're at the beginning of your journey, then I will fight you with my starting team. You'll face off against my Geodude and my weakest Onix. And that's how you get your first badge. But imagine you, like, pick Charmander, and you're just like, man, fighting a fucking rock guy with fire Pokemon sucks. I'm gonna skip this. So you go through the Zubat Cave. You somehow manage to go beat Misty. You beat Erica. You beat Lieutenant Surge. And then you go, oh wait, I never beat that rock guy. I've got some water Pokemon. I should be able to trounce him now. You go back to, I think it's Viridian City that he's in? I forget. You go back to Brockstown. And he goes, you have 3 badges? Then I will fight you with my team appropriate for 3 badge holder challengers. You will fight against 2 Gravelers and an Onix, right? And that would be the team you fight. So Scarlet and Violet was like, hey, you can do the game in any order. You want to skip the first gym? You can do that. We even have 2 other storylines. Team Star and these mythical Titan Pokemon that gives you like 3 tracks of progression. There's 4 Titans, there's 5 Team Star bosses, and there's 8 gyms, and you can do them in any order you want. And it was like, cool, great. Well, I got a fire Pokemon, I'm gonna go to the Ice Gym first. Oh. All the Ice Gym have level 60 Pokemon. So, like, I can go there in any order. But it's like, you can't just do them in any order. There's a very hard intended order. And so, you are still supposed to go to the Bug Gym, fight him at level 10. Go to the Grass Gym, fight him at level 15. Go to the, I think it's Water is 3rd? Water might be 4th. And you're supposed to be mixing in the Titan and Team Star stuff within that. They all have set levels, and it's like, what's the fucking point of being able to do it in any order if they still have set levels and whatnot? This sucks. It was so dumb. You either went through it in the order and it felt exactly like every other Pokemon game, or you did what my friend Full Metal Ratchet did and grinded out his Pokedex, leveling up to high levels, and then went back to the gyms in whatever order you want and just crushed them all. It's just so ridiculous. It's crazy that Scarlet and Violet still had intended order. Yeah. I just don't get it. Well, no. I do get it. There's no reason for them to put any extra effort and polish into their games. Because they want a slop annual release that all the Pokemon fans are going to buy anyway. Us gamers, we're dumb. We vote with our wallets, and wow, we're bad with money. I bought Scarlet. I bought Sword and Shield. I'm just as guilty as all the people I'm so critical of. I'm gonna try and be strong. Next Pokemon game that comes out, I'm not gonna fucking buy it. I don't need it.
That one SpongeBob, I don't need it. I don't need it.
I don't think I want Pokemon games that badly. Hi, Riddle. Okay, but what if National Dex? If it has a good National Dex, I'll consider it. Oh, I just moved a bit there. Part of the reason I bought Scarlet, I was really anti-Pokemon at the time. I was like, I fucking hate Pokemon right now. But at the time, my parents were like, how many resumes you sent out? How many resumes you sent out? How many resumes you sent out? And I was like full depression mode because of it. And all of my friends were playing it. And I was just like, wow. I need a video game to make me feel better. So I bought Scarlet. It's funny how Nintendo went from the best reputation in their company during COVID to the worst reputation today. They really did. We mentioned it the other day. Their president is like, we need to go after anybody that uses our assets inappropriately. If you make porn, art, or using our models, using Nintendo stuff, we're gonna come after you. Because we don't want Nintendo fans to be uncomfortable. Which is like, show me who. Fucking show me 10 people uncomfortable by this. Scarlet and Violet was still good in my opinion. It's return to attempts at story that I've wanted since Black and White. I'm the guy who loves Pokemon story. Scarlet and Violet wasn't like a 0 of 10. I do think the 3 storylines were actually really cool. I like Team Star. I like the Titans. And, you know, having the traditional 8 badges and intermingling them and having to complete all of them for the end, I actually did really like that. That was cool. And it did have some neat Pokemon. Overall, I just think it's trash compared to most Pokemon games. Happy has a great laugh. I agree. Although I do think they just disconnected. Between the shit hardware, shitty paid online, DMCAing stuff, lazy ass games, etc. Just like bad business practices. Nice nobody, Cairo. I paid $60 for 1,000-Year Door. That fucking frame dropped multiple times to like 15. It was locked at 30 and the original game was 60. Just like how? Oh, Mommy Freya. Yeah. To be honest, I like the DLCs over the base game for Scarlet Violet. I didn't play it at all. Huh. My stance is that the 3 best Pokemon games to come out in the last 5 years. 3rd, Pokemon Legends Arceus. 2nd, Monster Hunter Stories. Best, Palworld. You want Pokemon games? Play those 3. Monster Hunter Stories in particular is like, ooh, I fucking love this game. It gets a little grindy at the end, but it's good. I watched the Scarlet and Violet DLC at Games Done Quick. And fuck me, it was like non-stop yapping and like 10% gameplay was unwatchable. You think Palworld is a better game than Pokemon? Yes, I do. I think Palworld is 100% better than Scarlet and Violet. I think it's a better Pokemon game than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Sorry I left, had a friend that wanted to talk. All good, Happy. You can come and go as you please. Whenever you want, as often as you want. You don't need permission. Okay. Just make a Pokemon visual novel at that point. Palworld is a better game than Scarlet Violet, yeah? I think Palworld, in its early access form, is a better game than Scarlet and Violet. And it's getting free updates. Here we go again. This guy and his innuendos, he can't stop. Hi, Smug. Wild, I enjoyed Palworld, but the game is pretty dull to me. It's just a big crafting tree? Yeah, but you can ignore the crafting tree. You can just catch and raise Pokemon. Or you can just build bases. The only thing Palworld is missing that Pokemon games have over it, in my eyes, is story. And I don't particularly look at the story of most Pokemon games as anything wild. I would love a Pokemon game that does a story more than collect 8 gym badges. Oh, also you stumbled upon the group trying to resurrect a legendary Pokemon. You catch it instead of them. You save the world, go beat the Elite Four. Like, I get that that's just safe and easy and people will do it every time, but fuck, man. Pokemon story, well, do I have a game for you? Tomorrow, Smug. Tomorrow, we have Stardew. Although we'll see how if Space Fish is able to play. She told the group chat and she told me. And I was like, whatever works for you. You want to come for a partial day? Or not? Obviously, your situation that I'm not going to say live on stream is more important than Stardew Valley. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Sky and Ranger game. Doo-doo day? Yeah, but that is like 15 years old. It's good for sure, but it's 15 years old. Here's what I really want, Chernobyl. I really want Pokemon to just like branch out into different genres and not just do creature collector and turn-based battler. I would love Pokemon to like make some visual novels. I would love for them to make like a puzzle game where you play as, I don't know, imagine Indiana Jones with like some trusty Pokemon, right? He gets a Pokemon that like, he starts with a Pokemon that, I don't know, just helps him like jump across trenches. Eventually he gets a Pokemon that's like a fucking lantern that literally just lights up dark places. Like, literally, he gets, like, 3 or 4 Pokemon that just help him explore ruins. And it's just puzzles, like Toad's Puzzle Island treasure puzzle or whatever. That sounds fucking dope to me. I want a delivery game that's literally like a logistics game that starts off with you riding around town on, like, a Rhyhorn, delivering packages. And you branch out to, like, get faster and faster Pokemon. Like a Rapidash. A Dodrio. Eventually you need a Lapras to go over water areas. Nealon talking about Detective Pikachu. Still holds up, though? It does. Good games are sold. Sure, here's your Puzzle mobile game with a $12 a month pass. I'd love the game division to use anything from the manga. Nealon talking about Detective Pikachu. You and your Pidgey delivering management game? I think it's a fucking great idea. And we keep seeing other games do it. There's a game coming out that's like Mika and the Witch Mountain that looks fucking amazing. Imagine that, but just Pokemon themed. That'd be so good. Still floored sleep. Had a monthly pass. Yeah, Yuland, you too. Ambition? Is that ambition or obsession? I don't think they particularly need to make dark games. I know a lot of people really want like dark and mature games that is like, we need a Pokemon game that's for adults, and I don't know about that. They used to make more genres back when they did more spin-offs. They made Pokemon Unite, and that does well. But, like, I just want to see more of it. I'm not wanting something crazy ambitious like an MMO. I think an MMO would be great. But I don't know. You've got the best IP. You can literally apply it to anything and they'll do well. And, like, you've got the funds to do it. But no, they just want more money. Do you know the PokePart games had real-time battling? I think I did. Console mobile amount. You can play it on... Oh, wait, no. I think you have to play it on Switch. It's not bad. I watch full play it a lot. Does well for the 7 people that still play it, lol. No, it has a following. It's making money. You guys sound like you're a bunch of League defenders right now. I think it's comparable. Very, very simple to League and MOBA. But I would say it's one of the top 3 MOBAs right now. I would say it's League, Dota 2, and Pokemon Unite. League muted. I would actually have to look at the numbers, but... Adult Pokemon, like the one art about a trainer leaving Machop at her mom's house. And it take care of the mom. No, people want an adult Pokemon, not like a sex game, but like a mature Pokemon game, where like the Pokemon die. And like some of the characters die. Trying to have APM on a controller sounds disgusting to me. I join in here, League, my day is ruined. Hi, Air. We're like 98% talking Pokemon. And I mentioned MOBA with Pokemon Unite. And brought up League. In a MOBA, I mean? I don't know. I feel like it's pretty fucking easy to have high APM on a controller. People have been doing it for a long time in, like, fighting games. Now, granted, they typically move to fight sticks, but... Sorry, I can literally talk about Pokemon for hours. No, I can too. I'm just usually negative with it. And go full negative Nancy. I love Pokemon. I feel like everybody loves Pokemon. I grew up on it. I got Pokemon Blue when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And so, like... It's just... It's a series that I care a lot about. I just wish the Pokemon Company wasn't so shit. Mostly mean moving the camera all over the map very quickly. Also no hotkeys. I don't know how they do the map. I don't even know if you can play unfixed camera. You gotta be able to. It's not something I've thought about. As soon as I'm done walking, I'm gonna go get a fucking slice of banana bread that has that fucking frosting on it, and oh my god. Played it and I deadass can't remember if the camera was fixed or not. I feel like I've seen full move the camera, so I'm like 90%, maybe 80% sure it's not fixed camera. Whatever happened to Pokken Tournament? I remember that came out and it was fucking huge. People put frosting on banana bread? Yes, they do. My mom had never done it before. But when my cousin was visiting, his birthday was in like a week. So we celebrated his birthday while we were here. And he requested banana bread with cream frosting. And holy shit. This frosting had like 4 cups of sugar put into it. That was the recipe. And my dad went to the store and he was telling us, he went to the store to get the sugar, and on the grocery list Mom had given him said 4 cups of sugar. And he's like, 4 cups? That must be ounces. And so like he's getting to her and he's looking closely at this. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure that says 4 cups. Oh my god. Died after a year or so. So many of their games I just wish was on mouse and keyboard. Like, can you imagine Splatoon? Yeah. Hope you put 10 pounds. We gained 5 pounds from this last week. We'll go back down. Once we finish off the food from last night, there's a little bit more steak. I finished the potatoes. There's ice cream and the other thing. The banana bread. 4-cup amateur. Frosting on a bread. Motherfucker, that's cake. Fucking died because of the dog online. Hi, mommy. Smash Online is also horrendous? Yeah. They need rollback for their 1v1 games. Yeah. We're at 2 miles. I'm a bit sweaty, thanks to Octal Mage. It's a banana cake. Technically, it's banana bread with frosting. It's very delicious. It's very good. Hearts. Hearts. Fighting games and fighting adjacent games live or die nowadays. I don't know if they have rollback or not. Yeah. I don't fully understand rollback, but like literally all I hear is this game doesn't have rollback, it's trash. Come back when they add rollback. Alright. Can someone explain rollback? Basically, the closest you can get to in-person latency. Talking tentacle. I've heard that before. I've read about rollback, and I've literally, like, looked at a description of it and an explanation, and be like, oh, okay. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, I don't understand it. I'd watch a YouTube video to explain the technical. Since we're talking about Pokemon so much, what is everybody's favorite Pokemon? You can pick one. Just a single Pokemon. What is your favorite? Darkrai, you edgy mother... God damn it. You would pick a fucking mythical error. Typhlosion, fair, I'm not into fighting games, so... Here. Groudon? Groudon's a legendary. Okay. You said any Pokemon? I did! I'm just judging you for it. You picked a Gen 4 Dark type mythical with a movie about him. I'm just saying, you know, it just says things about you, Error. Axu? That's not one I would see commonly picked. I have a struggle when I think about picking a favorite Pokemon. Because do you remember those little clay figures from like 25 years ago? You could buy them in like packs of 3 at the store for like $8. I had a shit ton of those. And the coolest one to me was Fearow and Spearow, because both of those were in an action position. All the others are like literally laying down, like draw me like one of your French girls. Or like just chilling. I get it, Umbreon is pretty cool. And so I really liked Fearow. Now growing up, I think Fearow is fucking ugly. It's very much like, oh, I only like this thing because I had this toy of it. That is literally the only reason I liked it. I think it's ugly. I think it has one of the worst shinies. It's got the Generation 1 puke green shiny color. God, why do they do that? I really need to pick one. Is Blaziken? There's a lot of Pokemon that I think of that are like, oh, this could have been my favorite, and maybe it was at one point. But at the time, I was always like, but Fearo's my favorite. I really like Whimsicott. I really like Myena. I really like Serperior. At one point, I really liked Glaceon and Frostlass. I really like Frostmoth. As a joke, I always tell people to name me Lopunny in their games. So if somebody's playing a Pokemon game and they're like, Yuland, what Pokemon do you want to be named after? I'm like, name me the Lopunny. And they're like, oh god, are you serious? And I'm like, there's no laws against the Pokemon streamer. And they're like, oh, god, I hate you. First Pokemon game I played was Black and White, and whenever I saw Axew, Kidme popped off. Cute green, haha. It's one of those things that once you try it once, you can't go back into not having it. Shapiro? Yeah, I understand it's my UIs. I always make changes locally first, then sync the network state later. Just feels so responsive. I really like Dodrio. If I'm picking one Pokemon... Oh, I really like Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum is really cool. If I'm feeling really basic, I like Gyarados. Gyarados is just a cool Pokemon. I like Hydra, so I like Hydreigon. But if I'm picking one favorite... Oh god, it's so hard. Okay, let me think. Shit, I also just thought of Crustle, and I really like Crustle. I'm gonna say Dodrio. I'm gonna say Dodrio is my favorite Pokemon. I'm afraid to ask why you like Dodrio. I don't know, I just think, like, the ostrich flightless bird aesthetic is really cool. It's fast. It's got the 3 heads like a Hydra. It's neat. I also like it because it's not super popular, right? So, like, Gyarados. A lot of people really like Gyarados, so I'm just like, eh. Oh, the bird. Yeah, not Dugtrio. Not the ground type. Well, Darkrai was the first Pokemon movie I saw. Also didn't watch a whole lot of the anime before. But the movie kickstarted my love for Pokemon. And the way he's introduced in the movie was so fucking cool. I've watched it like 20 plus times. Hey, you know, that's fair. If you like Darkrai the most, you shouldn't let anybody judge you for it. And anybody, like, affect who you like. Like, it shouldn't be some asshole coming and be like, you like Darkrai? Oh, ew. And you'd be like, oh, no, actually, I'll pick this because I think you'll think that's cooler. I think you should stick to your guns, Air. You said Darkrai, and you're like, fuck you, I'm sticking with it. I just think you're cringe-ass, edgy, angsty teen for liking Darkrai. And I would think less of you if you changed because of that. I love you. Gen 2, I like all the starters. Oh, the bird. Megalimium is also cool. I think that is the least liked starter Pokemon of all starters. I really like Feraligatr. I think Serperior is my favorite Pokemon starter. I almost said Serperior would be my favorite Pokemon, but I don't like starters. Starters are typically, like, in lore rare, and they're kind of given to, like, the chosen one kid. Like, hey, I've got this rare Pokemon for you, because you're gonna go save the world, ooh. So I don't like starters. Anytime I play through a Pokemon game, unless a starter fits into a theme team, like all turtles with Blastoise, I bank the starter. I like being a normal trainer. I always thought Staryu was pretty sick, or Togepi. Damn, you don't murder the guy in stream. But if I need to choose basically bitch, it's probably Kabuto or Paris. Basic bitch. Okay. Those are both good. Yeah, I'm gonna say Dodrio. We can see media through the walls. I don't know if there's stairs over there to get up here, but we'll see. I'd go Terror Raid, I mean Pterodactyl. Is that Aerodactyl? Also Paris is best in Finnish, which I find hilarious. Hi, Yuki. Where are we in this video? I have no idea. I know we're not at the marsh part. There's like the main forest, and then the like last 30 minutes is just this gross marsh. My list is in also? What list? Your tentacle list? Because I saw you posted that after stream. I want to be done with tentacles. I feel like we talked about that long enough after during stream yesterday. Think you good to go for your data stuff? Oh yeah, Yuki wants to like look at those metrics. I would be interested in that if I could automate it. But like doing it without automating. Alright, I don't see media anymore. Media, if you respawn... Oh, you're right in front of me. Hi. Can see you with my excess overlay there. But yeah, Darkrai #1. I want to bite down on a book and slam my head to a table. Every time someone asks why my favorite Pokemon excluding mythical and legendary, what's my favorite? Media's being a shark. Now I will do it manually since all of you do different tiers. Yeah. We're at 2.6 miles. We're getting sweaty and tired. I found... I saw a funny story. There's a guy in Scotland. And anytime there's a soccer match coming up between England and someone else, he will fly the flag of the team that England is going against. So, England versus Germany, flies a German flag. England versus Spain, Spain's flag. England versus France, France's flag. This guy just wants England to lose. He doesn't have a favorite, he just has a least favorite. That's like hating to a new whole level. It's so incredible. Based? Another story I saw. There's a lot of anti-tourism protests in France going on. I guess France is really mad at tourists. And so they have a lot of protests going on. Where they, a bunch of people just take like water bottles and spray bottles. And they're just spraying tourists. Just chanting go home and spraying them. Which is like, that feels bad. Wasn't that Spain? The story I saw was in France. I wouldn't be surprised if that's also happening in Spain. I know there was... What city was it? There was a city that was banning Airbnbs so that tourists couldn't come and stay there unless they were going to, like, a hotel.
I mean, Spain has, where I live, Barcelona, had some of these graffitis of tourists go home and stuff. But they didn't do things like spraying people or anything because most of our income comes from tourists.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they banned was this, I think it was called Uber. The, Uber, the transport thingy, where you can ask from here to here and then a private car comes in and stuff. They banned that. I'm not sure if they reinstated it or not.
England is not a city. Kendrick Lamar of football fans. Wasn't that Spain? I think there's just anti-tourism stuff happening all over the world. It's one of those things where, like, locals fucking hate tourism. But tourism itself brings in so much money. So it's like, is there a balance? Is there a happy middle ground? I don't know. I remember I went to Hawaii for my senior trip when I was 18. This would have been 15 years ago. Holy. And I remember learning about Hawaii at the time. And how most of their locals are really poor. They basically have the resorts and rich people living on the shore. And then the locals have all been pushed away from the shore, living in poverty. And it's like, just this overall super shitty situation where, like, it brings a lot of money to their economy, but it's not going to the locals. And the locals are just like, wow. You know, especially the older generation. They look back 50, 60 years and they're like, life was great. And it's just been so commercialized now and it sucks. Yes, let the immigrant in and hate on the tourists. I saw one in Spain. The hip movement. Yeah. Gail will tell you that media is one of the better walkers than me. I get it. Look, I've just got my walk, right? I've got my little bounce. Media's got this fucking, like, the fucking sway going on. Here, can I do it at 2? Yeah, I don't think I could do that for 5 miles. Oh. Too fast. I also don't like tourists, but they need to at least behave. Yes, Hawaii is sad. That's why some Hawaiian locals hate tourists. Like, really? Oh, it's not. But yeah, it's just like locals anywhere. Like, clearly they're not happy with them in Spain and France. Japan really fucking hate tourists right now. After Johnny Somali and the Hitchhiker's Guide to Moving Across Japan, they are fucking not happy with tourists right now. Oh, and I think it was Jake Paul as well. Yeah. Japan has a lot of beef with content creators especially, but just tourists in general. I don't know what the solution is. Because, like, tourism brings in so much money. But tourists themselves, God, they're insufferable. You see so many tourists who, like, they have this attitude of... They spend all this money on vacation, right? They spend $10,000 going to France. And they just act like they own everything. They act like, I spent all this money, I should be treated like a king right now. And it's like, dude, you're just visiting. Like, you do not get special treatment from everybody. Maybe at the hotel. Maybe at the nice restaurant you went to. But, like, you can't go out on the street and be like, yo, I paid so much money to be here. Everybody I see needs to treat me with reverence and respect. And they just act like that. They just act like the locals aren't people. And they're just there to entertain them. And it's just like, ugh. I saw a video. They say they are giving free housing in Japan. Now I travel high in the shadows and go places tourists won't go. Johnny Smalley should be in jail. He has no life. Last I saw, he pissed off the Israeli Defense Force. And they were arresting him and he was screaming, American, American, I'm American. And I don't know what he's been up to since then. I need a drink.
I wanted to go to Japan. Like, this was very unlucky, but my idea was to go to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I had the money saved for Japan, for a trip to Japan. And I'm not talking a short trip. I'm talking about 6 months of stay there, 6 to 9 months of staying there, learning the language, you know, in one apartment rooms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID hit. Like, literally a few months before I wanted to go there, COVID hit.
Oh no.
I'm like, yeah.
That's so tragic.
And I couldn't go to Japan yet.
I really wanted to learn Japanese, and so I got... It wasn't Rosetta Stone, but it was something like that to learn Japanese. I started going through that. But then I started checking a news site that was showing a lot of bad news stories from Japan. Specifically, it was a lot of news stories about, like, woman reports guy is suspicious on train. He gets arrested. No proof needed. They just, you know, arrest him because she said so. Tourists arrested for this. Because he said hello to people on the road. And, like, looking back on it, it was a very right-wing. It was very, like, men's rights, anti-woke, anti-trans, anti-gay website. It kind of shaped a lot of my worldviews at first, and then I got on VRChat and met a lot of people. Met a lot of trans people, and I was like, oh! I was living in a fucking bubble. But before that, I was seeing just so many of these, like, anti-tourist, anti-men, anti-white stories. And I was like, oh, Japan's actually a horrible place. I never want to go there. And so that kind of, like, chased me away from learning Japanese and ever going there. Granted, I don't know if I ever would have gone there. I don't like traveling. The best holiday in my eyes is, like, staying home and having free time. Why the fuck would they smear Japan? They're one of our biggest allies? Because they were like a fucking red-pilled turbo-republican from the south that's like, if you're not white, you're not as good as me. Tourists need to understand they are the goldfish in the fishbowl, not the other way around. If I go to Japan, I will go outside the cities. Sounds about normal. Why the fuck would they smear Japan? One of our biggest allies. Hi, Wagyu. That's -1 tab for me. I've been lurking, but I have not been watching. Because you are farther in the story than me. I have to go through post-Endwalker. I'm at the part with Zero, and I have to fight Bararichia, or whatever her name is. She's fucking cool. Oh my god, this might be my favorite villain ever. Fucking hot lady, big-ass sword, barely any clothes to not slow down her killing arm. Oh my god, I love that aesthetic. I'm very far behind yet. When it was like 2 weeks out, I was like, I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna, like, I'll do the thing and, like, go through post-Endwalker so I'm ready for Dawn Trail. Yeah, I just played Mop Remix the whole time. Funny that how the right spin Shinzo Abe is a base hero. Welcome, Raiders. Tobin Raid, Tobin Raid. Yippee, oh my gosh, you're very far behind. Wah. We're eating good beef tonight. Hi, Velvet. Raiders, it's walking time. Yeah, I finished Dawn Trail like a day ago. Okay. There's a zone that just looks like it's straight out of Phantasy Star Online. I keep seeing them and be like, what the hell? I gotta stay away. I can't be seeing this. I'm excited to get there. The only thing I don't like about Dawn Trail so far, from what I have gotten to do, they changed Monk again. And I can't be lazy and do my half-assed Dragon Kick spam when I'm just not wanting to think and turn my brain off. It used to be Dragon Kick had 320 potency. And so, like, fuck your rotation. Dragon Kick, Twin Strikes, Demolish, and then Dragon Kick 5 times in a row. You'll do like 90% of your full damage as if you're doing the actual Monk rotation. And they redid Monk again, as they do every expansion. And I'm like, okay, for overall game balance, it's better. For class design, it's better. But damn it, I liked being lazy. I unmute stream after Endwalker talk. Not post Endwalker stuff yet.
Yulin,
What's up?
I miss my astrologer with the different cards. You had a card for damage, a card for defense, a card to recover MP, a card to recover health, things like that.
That is what I hear from
So
every
cool.
astrologist, is that I miss my cards, I miss my old astrologist. You're like the 7th astrologist I know that's like, why did they change it? Why did they take it away? Wait, you can already finish Dawn Trail? Oh yeah. Just play Warrior and Fellcleave? You're not wrong. I've been trying to keep up my stream spoiler-free as much as possible. Yeah, I miss my old cards. I have been leveling Warrior. I don't want to tank in Final Fantasy. Tanking, I feel like, is actually my best role in MMOs. But I play so infrequently in Final Fantasy that, like, it's just easier to be a DPS and be like, I don't have to fucking think. I don't need to, like, have a pivotal role that controls the pacing of the group. So, like, I was playing Monk. I don't want to turn my brain on all the time, so I've been playing Dancer. I will go ahead and leave a little lurk while I go eat. Take care, Yulin, in chat. Go eat, go eat. Good job today, Wagyumi. Astrologer, not just. I love being the healer in RPGs. Hi, Valmea. I love the concept of being the healer. I want to be the little princess of the group that everybody wants to protect. And it's like, I'm scared to fight, but I'll at least heal your wounds. But I'm fucking not that. I don't think I'm good at healer, and I'm also way too fucking... Oh god, when I play healer and I see DPS not doing the right stuff, I just get in the mood of like, I could fucking do this better than them, damn it. DPS the ad. DPS the... I'll do it myself. I get like bloodthirsty on healers. And then my healing is just low. Take care, Wagyumi, Hakisu. I like the meme of people trying to pronounce astrologian. Hi, Yulin and other cuties. Hi, Ellie. Low fam hill slut? God, I love the concept and aesthetic of being the heel slut. Just like, I'll do my best. Take care of me. Just being the princess of the group. But man. Then I actually started healing and I'm trash. I'm like, okay, shit. Now, the last time I healed... Okay. When I play healer, I think I'm good, but I get angsty. I get bloodthirsty, and I want to do more damage. And I especially get angsty if the DPS are not DPSing right. Because I'm a decent DPS player. When I played Dragonflight, I played Monk, and I was healing by DPSing. I was doing fist weaving, where I punch, it heals some people around me. So I was playing it like a DPS, but the actual healing was, like, not good. So I think if I focus on healing, I'll do well. But then it's not fun for me. I like playing healer as a DPS, like a monk, and doing fist beating. How do you pronounce Astrologian? During WoW and BFA, when they added the whole Azerite stuff with the specialization slots, I was healing as an Affliction Warlock? Oh my god. 100-hour healer, fuck off. If you step on lava again, I'm not healing you. Basically what I get like. So I enjoyed that a lot. I'm a gamer girl, therefore I'm good at healer. You're a girl playing video games. Thus, you can only play Beast Mastery Hunter and healers. Next time, ask LoFam to say that on stream. Being a bratty healer and being in a party with a Dom tank is a dream. So, Ploofsly, are you familiar with the subreddit Heal Sluts? They're not very active now, but when Overwatch came out, they were pretty big. Shut face. Women aren't allowed to DPS. Dude, I have seen so many boyfriends and husbands just like fuck up getting their girlfriend into an MMO. Because they're like, you need to play healer. And it's like, that is like one of the harder roles for an MMO. Give them a fucking DPS. Literally give them warrior. Put your girlfriend on a warrior so that she's tanky and has armor and just mashes buttons and does damage. Give them something easy to start with. Beast Mastery's okay. But like, give them a fucking paladin. Give them a fucking warrior. Give them like an easy start. Why do they all make them play healer? I knew the term, but I didn't know there was a subreddit. I've never heard of Heal Slut, but I like the sound of it. I got a head pat slut shirt. So, Heal Sluts. I'm Maru Melandra. Heal Sluts as an official term refers to, it started in Overwatch. And basically, you would go into public games, you would play Mercy. You would use a very specific pink skin. You would use a very specific spray that kind of looked like a dick. And you would use a sit emote so that Mercy would pull out a stool and just sit there at the start of the game. And if you saw somebody with the skin, with the spray, and with the emote, that was a tell to everybody else in the match that was in the know. Talk dirty to this person. Basically, it would be like, I need healing, you dirty fucking slut, heal me. And that was what they wanted. After that match, you could message each other and be like, hey, let's duo queue. And so, like, you would get Tank Dom Reinhardts and Heal Slut Mercies. And they would just focus that Reinhardt. And specifically, there were, like, challenges. So it was like, hey, if your team loses, you have to punish yourself by deep-throating a dildo for 3 minutes. If your team wins, you get to sit on a dildo and bounce up and down for 3 minutes. If one of your teammates die, you have to spank yourself. Those were like the Heal Slut rules. And people were playing Overwatch like this. And then they were bringing it to every other game. They were bringing it to Team Fortress 2. They were bringing it to CSGO. I don't think they were bringing it to Splatoon. But the whole point was combine video gaming and, like, just sex. Wow, why do I hear this now? CSGO! Uh-huh. I think I'm 1.5 miles behind you, Ewan. Imagine seeing my short ass running up over the hill waving, hey, Puff Puff, good job, Puff Puff. My partner actually also mained healer, but he switched to tank main so I can continue being healer. Oh, that's nice. Head pat slut shirt, well, Gib. As a healer, you're basically in charge of a group of toddlers trying to get themselves killed. So I main heal second tank, and he main tank second heals. You were the mommy in that case. Oh, I put it in Discord. What? What? Why? Oh, why do I hear this now? CSGO with the Russians? Femboy political question. Which would you rather wear, boxers or briefs? Boxers. Dude, Whitey Tidies, I cannot. Sorry, I was gone for a while. Did I hear sex? We were talking about the Heel Slut subreddit. Sounds like the Lovin's Minecraft plugin. I don't really understand it. Briefs while mentally gone. Minecraft. I was doing it when I was on camp. Lovin's triggering when I die or failed to heal someone near death. Mm-hmm. That's very connected to it. That's very, like, along the same vein. God, this video is so fucking long. Yeah, Heel Sluts was quite a thing. Here's something that, if Sir Noble is still here, that they probably know. Dice Queen D was, like, a founding member of that subreddit. So, if you want to talk more about it, I think she's the person to ask. Did my ex do that to me? Hell yeah. Y'all still rocking with men underwear? Boyfriends, yes. Whoa, small world. So yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, there's like an official term in like community around heel slutting. Whenever I'd get hit, heat up the Levins. Hell yeah. Also, how I'm back from meeting. Forget about stealing his hoodie. I would sit in a chat room with a few boys and play games with them. I totally didn't end up naked by the end of some nights. Hell yeah. I never did anything like that. I don't know, I was very repressed until the age of like 28. I was fucking... any sense of, like, nudity or sex that wasn't between two people that were married, or at the very least dating, was wrong. And then I had my fucking perspective changed, my eyes opened, and then we turned on the Turbo Lewd. Which on one hand has been great. Had to delete Lovin's to update Genshin. Oh no. I got my new phone a couple months ago. I have 3 apps on it. Twitch, Discord, and Lovin's. That's literally the only things I added to it. Hell yeah. Speaking of Genshin, ZZZ is fun.
We need to add each other.
Oh my goodness. I've got the same name there. I don't use it too often, but... Turbo Lewd Cupcake. Hi, Matoshiro. Forget about Heel Slut and welcome DPS Daddy. I don't know. I'm very excited for the War Within coming out with World of Warcraft, right? I played a healer last time, but I was trash. But that's when I was playing Monk Healer and trying to, like, fist weave. I don't know if I want to, like... I don't know what I want to do in War Within. Part of me wants to play healer again. And just, like, focus on healing and less DPS. But... I also kind of just want a DPS. I think I'd enjoy tanking, but... fucking guild has 5 fucking tanks. I've watched Corvu play a bit of Zoneless Zen Zero. She got Sukaku, which I think everybody gets Sukaku, but she fucking loves Sukaku. Sukaku's the little ice Oni. She has the big, like, axe. I thought she was super cute until I heard her voice. Then I was like, yeah. From hand-holding is a sin to a feral femboy. Maybe. I got the Shark Girl in ZZZ? Hell yeah. Finally got the short, yeah. My friends are really enjoying ZZZ. My eyes hurt looking at all the bright colors, though. Wow, I only got the cat girl. I want the mommy maid. I like Nicole, I have Oni and Bear. Lucky, I like Ellen. I like the Ona girl, but I hate her VA in English, at least. I'm not a big fan of her voice. I don't think it's bad. I think the voice actress did really good. I just don't like listening to it. The Shark Girl, haha. I haven't put a single penny into the game. Actually, it's a meat cleaver? Yeah. The Shark Girl is also awesome. The best thing I can say about ZZZ is the animations. God damn, their animations and their cutscenes look so good and clean. They, like... The fucking cutscene with the cat girl and the buzzsaw goes to the door and she, like, reels back. It's like... God, it's so fucking smooth. The animation are top tier. They have the fuck you money. They either have fuck you money or they have a fucking rockstar animator that's like the director of their animation team. Like, they have somebody that just knows what they're doing. Side quests have animations like that? God damn, that's fuck you money for sure. Billy Kid's my man. If only I had the money to cosplay him. I keep teasing Smug and being like, hi, Billy Kid. I mean, Smug Little Bug. I love the dynamic between Wise and Bell. They don't have fuck you money. They're about to. Oh, they have fuck you money. They got so much from Genshin and Star Rail. Fuck the animation. The OST makes me won't finish the line. Zenless Zone Zero is doing really good. Did they finish Genshin or left it on life support? It's still ongoing. I think they're just putting themselves in a position of, like, it's going to slow down, and sales are going to start stagnating. But technically, they're still rising. They're still making a lot of money. They're going up. And they're coming out with frequent updates. I think they're just putting themselves in a position of, like, we don't think gachas like this have a really long lifespan. We think they kind of start really strong and high. And then as you get more and more characters, there's less things that, like, people feel like they need. So, like, when you sell the goth mommy character, the first time, everybody wants the goth mommy. But there's only so many archetypes you can add. When you sell a goth mommy for, like, the third or fourth time, I don't think it's going to sell as well, right? And so, it's one of those things where it's like, the company probably is like, this game has a shelf life. We need to transition away from it. Not all of us masked characters are same. Just remember, guys, Genshin's story is already finished. Wait, is it actually? Depends. Makes sense to me. I don't know if that's true. Like, I don't know if that's how it works. I just think that's how the company looks at it. I think the company is looking at it like, this has a shelf life. We need to move away from it before the player base moves away from it. And we invest like $10 million, $15 million in a patch and get like $1 million in returns. I got a friend that's been using a Billy Abby in VR chat for months. Look at Arknights selling characters. Yeah. I'm actually unfamiliar with Arknights and selling characters. How does that work? We're almost at 4. We're almost at 4. I need a drink. My 30 minutes are done. Sick media won't do more. You're sick and you still walked? Bonk. I can't believe you. Well, good job. Nonetheless. Even though I don't think you should work out at all when you're sick.
But I like being here with you.
You don't have to work out to be here with me. You can just hang out and chill. As I was telling everyone earlier, I want people to come and go as they please. I want them to come in and out whenever they want to. Oh, thank you, Anon. Puts us at 6. I want everybody to look at this channel and these walks as free in public use. Okay, I made that joke already. Yes, Genshin is so cheeky they even have a trailer that spoils the whole story if you can decode it. My 30 minutes are done. There's only so many variations of bunny girls you can sell. Walk it off. Arknights just has a lot of characters. Taken out of context. But what if they want to be hard and hot? Come in, come out, good lord, like you. Thanks to the gift sub. Mwah. Mwah. Hi, Mixie. You into Waffle Boy? Pancakes or waffles? I like waffles. I think pancakes are like top tier, you know, like an 8 of 10. But waffles got the little pockets for syrup. I think that just puts them a little bit ahead. But both of them are top tier. You'll just want us to come. Kumkabis. Arknights has a lot of character that have same race, species, and origin. But they also feel extremely different original. I think that's just good, like, character creation and writing for the Arknights developers. I think I was watching Thor talk about it recently. He was like, if you care about a character, you need to see them experience stuff. You need to see them react to things in the story so that you can relate to them or disagree with them. If you just give them a paragraph that's like, this character is a rogue lone wolf. They don't play well with others. But the mission is super important to them and they always get the job done. No one cares about that. You need to see them, like, make decisions that show that. And I think, for the most part, gachas are pretty good at that. I like the pockets for butter. So tasty. I like the texture of pancakes a little more. Shower time? Self-love the Euland. I think care design and ideas can get you pretty far, even with some base idea. Yeah. Good luck, media. I'll keep you in my thoughts. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to say that. Shower time, think of me. And then I'm supposed to go, wait, is that inappropriate to tell people to think of me in the shower? Haha. And then I'm gonna do it again. We're at 4 miles. Oh. I saw my first Cybertruck yesterday. They must be good at making good character with story. If not, the character won't sell. Yeah. I saw my first Cybertruck yesterday. It had a matte black finish. I was taking my cousin to the gas station so that he could get, some snacks for his flight today. As well as some nicotine, like, they're not like patches, but they're like these little packets that you, like, chew on. Because you can't vape on a plane. Was it driving? It was. Did it lose warranty because you looked at it? Probably broke down. No, it seemed to be working fine. It was ugly. They're bigger than I thought they were. Probably broke down driving. It was driving. How in the hell? I saw my Cybertruck, or I saw the Cybertruck. I took my cousin to the gas station so that he could get those snacks and the nicotine stuff, right? And it was a good opportunity for me to get milk because I'd run out of milk. I did not know milk was fucking crazy expensive at a gas station. It was $6.28 for a gallon of milk at the gas station. What the fuck, actual? Are you kidding me? I was fucking floored by that. And then this was funny. My cousin was like, hey, can I get 2 coffee flavors of these Zyns nicotine packets? And the guy's like, sure, here's 2 cinnamon things. My cousin's like, I want coffee. And he's like, oh, my bad. Here's 2 cinnamon things. And my cousin's like, I would still like coffee. And the guy's like, shit, you just said that, didn't you? My bad. Here's 2 coffee Zyn packets. And then he just drops them on the floor. And it's like, he literally just couldn't stop fucking up. And it was just like, dude, chill. Gas station milk hits different? Does it? Low poly-ass looking piece of shit. I'm amazed I saw it on the road because it wasn't recalled for the 17th time. That's what I'm surprised about. First the pedals, then the trunk, then the front panel, then the doorknobs that freeze. Those cars literally cannot stay on the road. Not just broke down, but the side panel probably flew off as well. As if Tesla doesn't look like Hot Wheels already. We're at 4.1. We have 2 more sections. Not they made a phone charger brick into a car? Car bad door button that freeze? Yes. So when you make a car, typically you're a car company that has been making cars for 100 years. And you learn things over time. So like, you use a key to open your car door, right? But then people learned, oh, digital car keys, the fob key, that has an unlock and lock button is great. You don't have to mess with the key at all. And so they immediately replaced all the keys. And you didn't need the key to open your car door. And then they found out the circuitry freezes in winter. And so they were like, oh shit, that's why cars still come with car keys. Because unless they have a way to like prevent freezing, you're literally gonna need your car key to unlock your door. Well, Tesla, having skipped all of that like years of history of building cars, didn't know that. So they just came out with the Tesla. It has the fob key. And for a long time, if you brought it anywhere cold, if it was below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, the circuitry in your car door would freeze, and you could not unlock your car. You'd get to it and you'd be like, deet, 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 deet. You don't have a key to unlock the door. You're just fucked. And I don't know if they had a recall that fixed that, or if it's just, hey, don't own one of these in cold climates. But that was a very real problem with the Tesla cars. I've seen 4 of them, and every time I'm like, bro, I know you didn't buy that. And I think we were supposed to be living like the Jetsons by now. I love old tech, Lamau. If you want an off-road car, just buy a Subaru Outback or a Toyota Hilux. It's the car of the future. I love that if it runs out of power, you're locked in your car. Dump hot water on door. You don't want to do that. You can't own a Tesla anywhere. Reminds me of that guy that posted on Twitter that his Tesla completely crashed. He said, I just got it. Let it drive for 4 hours and it crashed into a pillar. Now Tesla is telling me to see with my insurance. They're pieces of shit. Time to get an extension cord and hairdryer? Darwin Awards. There is the issue of the car door freezing. There is the issue of the adhesive on the gas pedal. So they used a substandard adhesive that would wear off. And what would happen is you would be pushing on the rubber cover on the gas pedal would slide off. But it was still adhesive enough to like have a lot of resistance and get stuck where it was. And that would wedge with like the mat of the floor. And so your gas pedal would get stuck in a down position. Which meant you would take your foot off the gas and you would still be flooring it. And so they had to do a massive recall with Teslas for that. They had to do a recall with the trunk closing because it was literally breaking people's fingers. Normally, when cars close, if they detect any resistance when trying to close, they have a piston that basically pushes the trunk open again. So that it doesn't fucking cut off any fingers. But Tesla was like, no. If you get any resistance, pull harder so that it actually, like, closes. And people were doing the hot dog and carrot test. This is where you close the trunk, and you hold a hot dog in the trunk, and it goes right through the hot dog. Some of the nicer cars, like Mercedes, they do not snap a hot dog. Then they would do the carrot test, and, like, no other car was snapping the carrot. But Teslas were. Then they did a software update. Hi. They did a software update. and changed it so that it wouldn't close down as hard. It wouldn't snap your fingers off. And one Tesla bro, dude, this fucking idiot, he was like, they found a problem with the Tesla trunk. They're so desperate to find any problem with the Tesla and bring Elon Musk down. Well, he fixed it in 3 days. This guy is so on top of it. He's already fixed the problem. I trust Elon Musk. And he closed the trunk on his fingers, and he broke 3 fingers. Because he's a fucking moron. Then they had a problem with one of the front side panels near, like, the front left tire. That was coming off on the freeway. So, like, you'd just be driving, and a big old panel would just... boonk, and fly off. That caused a recall. They're so shit, dude. That's why some racetracks make you remove your floor mats before they let you on the track. Man, it's like the adapts mechanic. People think they're backwards, but their idea is the people in the Golden Age did all the work testing the tech. We don't need to tinker with it. What? That's just dangerous. Here come Elon thinking he's smarter than everyone that came before. Well, now nice. Tesla and IKEA need to chat. Get those soft close mechanics in action. As a car guy and an EV hater, I want to set any Tesla I see on fire. Hold on. You hate electric vehicles? Does that mean you hate the planet Air? What the fuck? There's one thing I highly appreciate by Elon, and that is reusable rockets. It would be pretty impressive if everything he did was wrong. That's a W. Now, granted, I don't think that's Elon. I think that's the scientists that he owns, and he's claiming their work, but... everything else so blah. There was some other thing Tesla R&D miss that other manufacturers figured out a long time ago, but I forget. I mean, so those are the 4 I know off the top of my head. The adhesive on the pedals, the door panel, the freezing circuitry for their door handles, and the trunk closing. Those are the 4 I remember off the top of my head. But, like, Tesla, they've had so many recalls. I will drive a gas car until I perish. Take it from my cold dead hands. EVs to me are soulless. Not even mentioning self-driving cars. Yeah, okay, so here's my stance, Air. We have millions of deaths due to automobile accidents every year. Automate that shit. I don't give a fuck about the soul of a car. I don't give a fuck about your fun driving. People die because of it. And usually it's not your fault when you're in a car accident. Usually some chucklefuck goes through a fucking stoplight and gets other people killed. I want to take cars away. I want trains to run the world. I want rail systems to run the world. Anytime you look at simulations, and they're like, hey, what would be the most efficient transportation system for people and freight? It always comes back with trains. And then they're like, wait, no. We actually don't want trains, so don't say trains. Here's all the negatives of trains. We're trying to, like, weight the system against trains. The simulation will still say, it's trains. Here in the US, we do not have the infrastructure for trains. We are very much set up for cars. In my perfect world, we transition away from cars. Go to rail systems, go to public transportation, go to tram systems. I hate cars. But as a hobby, gas cars are fun. I agree they're fun also. And I wouldn't be against, like, you know, tracks where you can go drive cars. I just think the, like, easily usable transportation, the, like, infrastructure of a city should not be cars. I don't think our infrastructure supports that at all. I think it would take 50 years to transition to a tram or train society. And I think if everybody's playing along. I think if overnight everybody flipped a switch and just agreed, you know what, cars suck, we should all move to trams and trains, I think it would take 20 to 50 years to change because we are just so ingrained in cars. I think it was even simpler than door circuitry. The way the handles are designed when they get a layer of ice on them, they cannot be opened until the ice is removed. Oh, God. Everyone, let's go Amish horse and carriage. Good lord, no. Yep, I don't care if they care. Doesn't feel right. Bring back intra-city trams. I know I won't stop others, and I too prefer public transportation, but as a hobby, gas cars are fun. In my perfect world, we transition to teleportation. Yes, teleportation would be fucking rad, but we don't have that tech yet. Public transportation makes me nervous. Too many random attacks happen on them. I think random attacks happening on public transportation is basically a symptom of poverty. I feel like if we didn't require 40 hours of work a week for people to exist, if education was provided, food was provided, healthcare was provided, I think a lot of crime goes away. How much land is wasted for the public storage of private property? Yeah. Big car wants people to keep spending huge money on cars. Trains are the enemy to them. People have a certain fondness and association of cars with freedom in America. Yeah. I returned for lunch break. Hi. I love cars, but damn, those things are wasteful and inconvenient as hell. Fix the public transports, bruh. People die because drug alcohol was driving. I mean, yeah, absolutely. But they also just die because driving. Unknown riddle. Bones are even worse. Mage. If the world wasn't in such a hurry, I'd agree. I love horses. Phone is complete revocation of your license here if you're caught. Turns out happy people do less crime. Yes. Yes. It turns out most people don't do crime because they're like, oh boy, I enjoy being evil and hurting people. It turns out most people do crime because they feel like they have to. What are the most stolen objects from places like Target and Walmart? It's baby food, baby diapers, baby wipes. It's the thing that they feel like, I literally need to provide this for my child because I just can't otherwise. Their options, they feel like their options are crime or like their baby dying. It's not, I want to hurt people because that's fun, yay. I'm sure that happens. Sociopaths are a thing. Is it sociopaths or psychopaths? One of them just enjoys hurting people. The other doesn't have, like, a concept of, like, oh, they feel bad, so I don't care. Well, yeah, that's why stores lock up their formula. Sociopaths? Okay. ISIS. In France, we got less death than past years from cars on foot or bicycle, but more death than last year on hoverboards, scooters, and no permit cars? Oh. At least as if I'm understanding what's being talked about, with as little context as I have. I think you're referring to sociopaths. So there's sociopaths and psychopaths, and I'm forgetting what the difference is. I want to say one of them, like, enjoys hurting people. Like, a serial killer that is a psychopath wants to up their number. They want to kill as many people because that's fun for them. Whereas I think a sociopath, they don't have a concept of, like, empathy. So, like, if somebody's like, man, I'd pay you to kill this guy, they'd be like, yeah, I'd do it. Fucking money's money. Of course I'll do it. They don't have that concept of, like, I'm hurting somebody. I'm doing something I shouldn't be. So I don't really care about doing this. Sociopaths don't care about others' feelings? Okay, I think I'm right then. Psychopaths are the ones that are like, I want to go hurt this person because it'll be like another notch on my blade and that's fun. I'm enjoying being a hunter. People die on scooters? That's insane. What, a no permit car, unregistered cars? I actually saw a video of a guy going like 60 miles per hour down a hill on a scooter. And he started doing the wobble. And then he fucking ate shit. And it's like, yeah, dude, it was a fucking scooter. Really small car with one place. Electric, limited speed, no gears. Oh gosh, sociopaths don't care about others' feelings. Yeah, you got it right. It's for people that can't drive normally, due to some problems. Or just too bad with licensed drive tests. My dad a sociopath? Yeah. They don't care what's right or wrong? A report I read said 3 scooter-related deaths last year in France. I'm betting that's because these crazy mofo aren't played fair. And are using unbridled them. Yeah. The sociopaths with therapy can still be perfectly fine functioning members of society? Yes. Both of them can be. Just like their base is, you know, it's like they're missing a wire connection in their brain. But like a sociopath can be, they can come to understand, this is how someone would feel, so I shouldn't do that. You see, you're a functioning member of society. Good luck convincing a sociopath to go to therapy. They try to win therapy. Yeah, somewhat fair. I feel like sociopath is different than narcissist. I feel like a narcissist is going to try and win therapy. They see themselves as right. And like, there's a lot of overlap. But I feel like a sociopath would wonder more. They're not as self-centered. And they would wonder why, like, hey, I thought this way. And everybody else looked at me weird. And then they go to therapy and it's like, okay, you're not... You were supposed to think like this, why didn't you? I don't know. Okay, well, typically a normal person would think like this. You can have both, too? Therapy is a competitive game, to be honest, you are correct. I haven't lost a single game of therapy yet. Look at my hands. Am I a sociopath? Though I don't interact with strangers, I'm just a housewife, so... Stay-at-home mom. It's not only scooters, but the same style of speed vehicles, scooters, hoverboards, a few other stuff. Here in well, I say here in Texas, I'm not Texas anymore. In Texas, they had billboards that were like 0 days since last accident. And it literally just said 0 or 1 each time. It was a fucking celebration when they had a 1 day since last accident related death. Literally in Dallas alone. Not Texas, just Dallas. They would have like 1,000 deaths a year to automobiles. In fact, the DSM just categorizes people with cluster B personality disorder because they're also similar. BDSM? Hold my hair, my sociopath and a psycho. Send me a DM saying you want to see Medusa BDSM. Because I know you do. Hold my hair. Am I a sociopath or a psycho? Done? Okay. Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, DSM-5. I'm still running 3rd edition. That's a terrible joke. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Yeah, I'm in Houston. There's a few a day. I hate automobiles. I would love like a train tram system. I also really like what you see in a lot of sci-fi movies. Where like, imagine pods. Like 1-seat to 4-seat pods. That it's like, they just move along a rail really fast. They would never be stopping at stoplights. Let's say you live in a neighborhood and you need to go somewhere. You would just go to a hub that has like a rail pod. You go there, press the button to get one. You put in your destination, it arrives, you get in, hit ready, and just... Choo! I agree, 5e is great. Medusa? DSM-3 came out in 1980? Rock hard. You on that old shit, you wouldn't get with it? I like the gondola systems, which is like 1 to 4 what you're talking about. Sort of like a ski lift? Yeah, kinda. Pod is bad, just go train? How would the pod be bad? The pod would literally just be like spin 2 wheels. Or it'd be like fully electric based because it's on the rails that would charge it. It would be exactly the same as like a tram system, but faster, and you could have like sets of like one person. Now this is pod racing. Less efficient than train? It probably is less efficient than train, but like I still see it as way more efficient than cars. And if it's electricity, I mean, electricity isn't perfect, right? But did someone say train, Sniffa? Pods do have their problems. My camera shot into the ground right there. And I had to do a cut right there. I was so mad. What are we at? 4.96? We have one more section after this. Dual pods too good for this world? We are not talking about dual pods. Pods kind of more inefficient? How is pods more inefficient than cars? That doesn't make sense to me. What are we walking through today? This is Taurus. This is a zone in Star Wars The Old Republic. You go there for your 3rd planet if you are Republic side. You go there for like your 7th or 8th planet if you're 5th side, Empire side. What the heck is a pod? America, why you hate public transportation? Other than cars? No. Against trains? Yeah. I would imagine trains are better than pods, but... The amusement park there has a ski lift that takes you from one side of the park to the other. Thanks to it, I'm afraid of all ski lifts. So, okay. What I'm imagining when I say pod. Imagine a one-seater car. But it basically is on, like, a single train rail. Like a really thick I-beam rail. And it just goes to, like, really popular hub locations. And so, like, let's say there's a downtown pod location. You would have a big building where the rail would split off into, like, let's say 100 different rails. And all those 100 rails would stop right there so that you could get off individually. And then they would filter back into the same rail. Hi, Zuby. So, like, you're on a pod, you go to the station, it filters off into rail 47. You then go into, like, station 47, get out, there's a line there, the next person gets in the pod, they have already set their destination, the pod seals up, they go back. Rail 47 then merges back into mainline rail, and it's all automated and digitized, so, like, there's 50 different rails, and every minute a pod is coming out. Well, they're all routed in a way so that they would never hit, but it would essentially be like connecting onto the one rail. Once more, Yulin ignored my DMs. If I'm streaming, yeah. When did you DM me, Zooey? When did you DM me? This motherfucker. I don't want to get stuck in a pod, in a tube. There's no way to get out. This pod system that is automated will be like 10,000 times safer than a car. You think you're safer in a car because you're the one actually driving, but, like, it would be way safer. In 2023, number of deaths by road is 3,167 in France, and every year it has been going down slowly. I think all you need is set rules, comps, and Safeway for pedestrian cyclists. And more public transport. Really popular. You don't have to stop at every stop? Yes. The loop train for Musk is a meme. What about people traveling with children? So there's single-person pods, but then there would also be, like, 4-person pods. And, like, if you really needed, I don't know, 10-person pods. They would be the size of a car. If you got in, like, a 1-person pod, technically it'd be 2 seats. And it's just like, hey, I'm only using this for myself. But then they would have, like, a slightly bigger one that could use the same rails for 4 people. And then if you really had a lot of people, let's say you were one parent moving around with, like, 7 kids, there's gonna be, like, specialty stops where it's like, hey, these spots, I don't know. When we were talking, I sent 4 more messages. Chairlift? A minute after you send power meter, maybe? Well, Zuby, I didn't ignore those. I just read them and like there was nothing more to contribute to the conversation. What am I like? Do you need me to get the last word in? This fucking guy. Maybe safer, but how idiot-proof is it? That you literally couldn't crash these with an idiot. You don't drive them at all. You literally... It would be the same as like a subway. Where like... You show up to a place. And you put in the destination where you go, and it already knows where you're starting. And then it does it itself. Less efficient since the rail system would need to dynamically shift for each new trip. Better have pre-planned and timed routes to avoid them running into each other. Or queuing at switch stations. So the tricks, Chernobyl, would be making it so that at switch stations, they could go really fast. So like, when I describe those 50 rails feeding into one, it would need to be like, you would need a switch that's literally just like just constantly switching tracks, keeping up with like a pod going over it every 0.2 seconds. If we had a way to do that, there wouldn't be any bottleneck. Imagine if rich people could add private trains to a public subway system. Kind of like that, a scheduling nightmare. I don't actually think it's a scheduling nightmare. If you can automate it, and we can. This is what I worked in. This is GIS. It can be done. I had no internet and PC and I was bored. Oh my goodness. Just trained with extra step, Ewan. JK, I love you, Ewan. Also, I had to Google to find out what a chairlift was. I'd say the pod wouldn't work in America, possibly in some other countries too, but doubt in America. I was hoping for you to entertain me. Oh my goodness. I went to bed, Zuby. After that, I went the fuck to sleep. I wasn't supposed to be up at that time. No, but you can't crash it? Well, what about blocking the doors? Screwing with the pods? Blocking the way? Trash on the ground? I mean, you would just have to come up with solutions for these. Right? Caterino disconnected right there. Rapid switching... I'm like having trouble seeing this one message from some. Rapid switching is a derailing nightmare? Yeah, I don't think the rapid switching thing exists yet. But if we can get that, that's fucking cool as shit. Okay, we'll go and do the data now. Please try to. Euland work in CIA? No. I do not work in CIA. You can automate it, but the time to recalculate whenever a new trip enters the network would be so time-consuming. The traveling salesman problem is a problem for a reason? I don't know. I feel like there's video games that do this on a small scale. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to, like, do it within, like, sections, and then have the different sections connect to each other. So, like, let's say you have Dallas split up into 9 sections. Middle, bottom left, left. And your bottom left is all contained, and it's constantly recalculating the people moving around there. Well, if you wanted to go to, like, bottom right, it would feed into one of 3 parts that feed into the bottom section. And those would just be taken as an input, and that way you could separate them for their calculations. Simulation of game has to look good while you're looking at it. I'm just using that as an example, Chernobyl. Talking about trains? Kind of. We're talking about trains, more specifically like a pod railway system. Imagine trains, but instead of a large-scale train that moves on a set schedule, imagine like taxi-sized trains, where it's like it fits 2 to 4 people. You get in, tell it where you want to go, and it goes to that location. But video games don't have thief, idiots, and madmans? They literally do, though. Ah, yes, I ordered some food and the fries are unsalted. Someone ended my suffering. Like elevator optimization, but on a larger scale. Good ideas. Yeah, I don't think the technology exists for my pod system. I think if we'd pursued it, we could have that technology. If a city was trying to do it, they could have made it happen. The big issue is the rapid rail switching, as Sir Noble said, as well as the constant route calculation. Those two things take a lot of computing power, and the idea of, like, the rapid rail switching, that needs to be, like, on point. That needs to never fucking fail. Because at the speed I'm saying it should happen, if it failed, like, 5 people would instantly die. So it need to be, like, it has its main version and an alternative, and they get serviced every fucking day. Trains nowadays have RFID scanners that identify their circle as cargo, destination, and where they come from. Why would one ever not salt fries? People been doing that by hand since the 1870s. Right, but Pixel, they've been doing that for, like, large-scale container ships and trains. I'm saying imagine a person-by-person basis. Imagine the entire public transportation network of a city. Did I just see... I thought I just saw the banner. I only just got to 4 miles. We're at 5.4. I thought I just saw the banner. The Yulin banner pop up. Did I... Am I imagining that? Yulin, like the time you're AD. There's someone that I semi-clashed with in D-chat. If I did have dreams about AI and AI brains. But then that's a massive cope. That's like, what if we had teleportation? The thing is, like, we don't have the technology for teleportation. Like, that's just not a thing we can do now. With what I'm saying, we kind of do have the technology, just no one's put all the pieces together. But we definitely have that technology. We have rapid switching. We have route calculation. It's possible they designed one for Austin, Texas. You should take a peek into Japan's rail switching system. Accurate timing and rapid good infrastructure allows rails to switch fast. Yeah, so the trams in Japan, you will see them, like, they'll have 2 lines next to each other, and, like, they'll just have a rail that's just like it switches that fast. The problem with my type of dreams, it's not haha fun. Most time they are confirmation. Rapid switching. What about wait during turns? Well, you would never do switching during turns. You would only have them for straightaways. And with wait during turns, I don't know, I think you'd go slower for turns. Like, you wouldn't just fucking launch them everything at 300 miles per hour and then just fucking kill everybody with G-force. It would have to be, like, a pressurized pod that, you know, it gets to a turn, it does it gently so that you're sitting there. It doesn't feel like you're fucking slamming against a wall. You know what's a good... Oh, you know what's a good example of my rail pod system? The Incredibles. In The Incredibles, they had these pods. And, Elastigirl, she hitches a ride on one of them. You go slower? How much slower? How much waste of speed and acceleration and energy are you wasting? Well, you would need to waste some to not kill people. We cannot kill people to manage efficiency and acceleration. That's just bad. Oh, the Ohio train derailment? I do think large-scale trains are just better. Having a tram with, like, 2 to 3 cars that comes every 15 minutes, that's probably just the most efficient way to do it. You can't just take a plan of the map of the US and just dig straight line the whole map. It's gonna have curves, so you're gonna slow down the whole thing? I think it's fine to slow down. I don't think getting there in the straightest, fastest line possible is ideal. I think it's unrealistic. Skibbity chemical spill. Yuland has been watching too much cartoons and ate too much sugar. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, guys and gals, holy moly. You don't waste a lot of energy on a class 3 and above on curves. We all know the Ohio train was done to poison people and hide governments. I think there's a few people that have studied this a little bit. Like, Pixel actually has some engineering experience, so he knows a bit of stuff. I think Sir Noble, based on what he's been talking about, knows a bit of stuff. I don't know fucking shit. I'm kind of just brainstorming here. I think cost plus efficiency plus energy eco-friendly over speed, duh. But you're arguing for speed. I'm saying slow down, because we gotta take care of people, but keep it efficient. But you're like, but you waste efficiency if you slow down. I want people to slow down to not kill people. I ain't no shit either. But again, I'm also brainstorming. I'm not a train engineer by any means. Have I never said that I'm a computer scientist? You probably have, and I just didn't remember. Or I wasn't there. But if you slow down, you're wasting the whole idea of speed pod. It's not a speed pod. It's a rail pod. The massive benefit of pods over cars is that you aren't driving. That is the main, appeal. You don't drive, so we don't get car accidents. The beauty of trains is as long as they move, you're making money? Just a pod? Yeah, so public transport does that? This is public transport! That's... The pods are public transport! I don't know where we went awry, Motoshiro. How do people get cool shit? By brainstorming, and that is true science. Hydrate. I do radio frequency regulatory work. I worked in GIS. I did a lot of route calculation, so I know a little bit about route calculation. I transitioned into telecom. I see what I've done. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I need to re-upload this video. The banner is in the wrong spot. Hurt. 5.7. Yeah, but it's a really highly inefficient, costly way of locomotion. Why do you think a rail is more inefficient than cars? That's what I don't get. I feel like rails would be way more efficient than cars. There's no way a rail is more inefficient. Oh, I can't believe I have to re-upload that video, damn it. Where's this? What did I say? 5.7 miles. And now we rest. Any creepy story over the waves? Japan's bullet trains are called high speed, and guess what? They slow down too. It's not, it doesn't exist. Pods would appeal to the American idea of freedom, where the transit runs on your schedule. It's so inefficient though. Better that people adjust to the train time schedule, because you can make schedules more efficient. Your pods would work great in NK. I forget what NK is. Still walking, train for sure. Riding, you would be more efficient. A train was going to be the most efficient, because obviously propelling one thing with a bunch of people is going to be better than, solo things. I have trouble seeing one person in a pod being less efficient than one person in a car. Also, the whole thing falls apart the moment someone pushes a cancel trip button. It depends. I mean, so it would bring them to their next closest stop, right? I don't think it's just gonna stop them on the rail right there. Now, if there's an emergency, like something falls on a rail, that's going to put a lot of, that's gonna put, you know, a big dent in the thing. Especially if it's a bottleneck part of the road. Absolutely. The scary part is trying to explain my job. It's a train, just smaller. You'll never get it right the first time. That chat looks like at me and my family does. So I just say I work in IT. Oh, do I need to turn off the lights? Look up Wire 1 by Argo Design, North Korea. We have a really good train rails and train system in France, but they still have 20% of the train being later deleted. The pod is the thing, but your heart is in the right place. European train strikes do suck. Train reasons being someone faint in the train, stuff on the rails, mechanics problem. I feel like problems like this, like if a problem happens, it's mitigated if it's like one person pod. Because if it's just one person, if they have a way to like move it to the side, like if they have constant like side rails, they're like, hey, this person hit the cancel button, get him off the main rail. This person has an emergency, get him off the main rail. I feel like that would not inhibit the whole system. I kind of just feels like all the problems you guys are insinuating are like just lacking creativity, and it's like you could have a solution for this. I'm tired. Avatars. I'm also just super struggling to see how pods would be less efficient than cars. That one just doesn't make sense to me. Wait till you see us trains, Ellie. We're outright people thieving the cable for money. It's one person pod, but the whole line is still blocked. Get him off how? I don't know. Every 50 feet just has a fucking crane that can grab a pod. Every 100 yards, there's like a thing to like, hey, this pod is having a problem, go into this like emergency stop section where it can be serviced. It's not like an off platform, it's literally just a nub that comes off for 10 feet and one pod can go into that and disconnect from the main rail. You double every rails? Shit, if that's what it takes. If they can make cheap rails, you're already making enough space for one tunnel of pods. Why not make two? I lived in the US for 28 years and I barely ever saw passenger trains, but in major cities? Or is just the customer is always right bullshit? Motherfucker, you hoped. You're going to your stop, cry about it? You have mobile get the pod off the rail solution that takes time to come? You need to redo all the system for that. Congrats on the walkies. That's a massive amount of wasted space and more cost added. I literally... Motoshiro, I don't know why you're so against this. I literally keep saying the infrastructure we have does not support this, and it would take like 50 years to adjust. Like, yes, there are problems. There's an infinite amount of problems that need to be addressed, but I think in its finished state, it would be better than cars. That's what I'm saying. And again, brainstorming. I don't have all the answers. I'm not an engineer. You can like find every little problem you want, but like I could just find every problem with cars and be like, nope, pod will be better because, you know, 1 million deaths to cars a year. 1 million deaths to cars a year. Like, I feel like that's just what you're doing to me, and stop. That's also banking on there. Being no disabled people. You know, this is almost like Yulin trying to cook. Oh my god, I was getting so mad at Yulin trying to cook stuff. What if the pods had rubber wheels and we had a system of highways made of asphalt? Shut the fuck up, Ellie. I like your idea, Yulin. I believe it would be incredible. Bully. Even if there's plenty of ways to help them in and out of their pods, they'd still have long distances after their stop. I need to take my shoes off. Where are we going? Chatting. Go here. I like soft space. Portal. I mean, I agree, more cars is bad. I'm just saying the pod system isn't the way. We have current solution that works for a lot of countries. Sorry if I sounded pushy rude. I greatly appreciate you, Mato. I was getting a little defensive there because it just felt like, I think this is a cool system, and you're like, everything you say I want to shoot down. And I'm like, dude, why? Let the shrimp be mauled. Hi, Proxy. Were there settings in this map? There are. Pickups, colliders. Turn rain off. Chairs. What does sleep look like? That's too dark. Better bus infrastructure is the solution? Well, so okay. Buses aren't perfect. To play devil's advocate, what do you do with people who hate traveling alone? People who've been attacked on a bus. My pod system solves that. What if you have somebody who's been attacked on a bus? They have trauma about buses or trains in public spaces. What happens with them? You make the country safer? Okay, that is really easy to just say you make the country safer. That is, like, more expensive than the entire rail system. It's literally impossible to know if the pod system is bad or good. I think it could be simulated. And we would discover that trains are better. Like, I'm willing to bet money they have simulated pod system, and trains have been like, no, trains are better overall. Sure not this chat's job to decide if it's bad or good. I'm just hearing the pod talk, and all I feel like y'all are forgetting about claustrophobia being a thing, lol. Yeah, claustrophobia would, like, struggle for this too. I mean, here's what I think the best solution would be. Maybe having, like, multiple systems, right? Maybe having a tram system. Maybe having a more expensive pod system. Maybe having just fucking, like, pathways to walk everywhere. I feel like we do that, we're really cooking. Turns out, you know, investing all your eggs in one basket, usually not the right answer, right? Just don't live in a big city. Easy. We make those people walk. I don't live in the US. Don't be a victim. But also a really large amount of people are claustrophobic. The pause would be bad. Wait, where's my cat? Who the same as cars, right? More work from home. We have pathways to walk everywhere. What do you mean? My last message is a joke. Yeah, so I read that. I knew it was a joke because it was you, but I was like, oh, Jesus, that one. Well, gotta go to the pool because it's too hot. Have a good stream. Matoshiro, I got a little angsty there, but I'm not mad at you. I really appreciate you hanging out. And I know it got tense between us, but I don't want you to leave on, like, any feelings of tenseness. I love you. Enjoy your time at the pool. Usually claustrophobic people don't have a hard time when they're driving the car. So yeah, you know, if you're driving the car and you have that sense of, I can get out whenever I want, that's probably, like, totally fine for them. But if you're in a pod and you can't just get out whatever you want, that is a whole different ball game for claustrophobia. Yes, when we're no cars, this is communism. Make USA walkable. My 7TV emotes are borked. Fucking Kisu and Smile, I think, were roasting me in chat before I went live, and they were like, Kek W. Ugh, I can't believe we don't even have a Kek W emote. Ugh. And now their emotes don't even work. I went looking for one. I was ready at like 8:55, and so I went looking for one. But I didn't see a good one that I liked, so I was like, I have a lull emote, okay? Just type in :DLOL, and you'll get my laugh. Damn it. Take care, Matomato. Like, what can you be stuck somewhere when you... Like, what? Can you be stuck somewhere when you don't have a car? It's not that you're stuck, it's just that everything's really far away. So the way the US is, you have like commercial districts where like all the stores, the grocery stores, the businesses are. And then you have residential districts and they're very separated. You can have like a 10-mile drive between your house and the closest grocery store. So if you don't have a car in that situation, that sucks ass. You need a car. And like it's really nice if you live in like a downtown area, an apartment that's like, hey, there's a grocery store across the street. The place I work at is 2 blocks down. There's 3 bars in the area. There's 2 gas stations. There's 5 fast food places. Like if you live in that situation, you don't need a car. But that is the vast minority of the US. For most people, it's like, I live in residential areas, sometimes not even in the city. I live in this town, an hour of driving out from where I work. See, you and I have learned about words. You already knew about words, you goofball. Walkable cities, aka you don't need a car to go everywhere. Colon LOL, instructions too hard. Is it colon or semicolon? I forget. I always think the semi is the one that's like the period, comma. And so the colon's the dot dot. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Oh, what the fuck? I thought I turned shares off. Oh, I probably turned shares on. Cowshed. And what walkable distances we have usually don't have sidewalks or barriers against traffic. Sounds dumb. See, you and I learned about words. It's just bad infrastructure. I'm in the suburbs. It's like almost a mile to anything. Downtown housing is pretty rare in the US because few places outside major cities have vertical infrastructure. Colon is dot dot. You're right. Okay, okay. In each of the 3 directions I can go from my house, I have a grocery store in 5 minutes bike distance. It's about 10 minutes drive for me to get to a grocery store. I have a 5-minute drive to a grocery store. It's like 2.3 miles. I would not consider that walking distance. My milk would be fucking sour by the time I got home. Also, the idea of carrying cold fucking milk for 2.3 miles, fuck that. Especially on some of these hot days, that's not a walkable distance. And that's like the closest store. There's not like a grocery, there's not a gas station, there's not like just any type of business close. There's a few churches closer, and I would definitely call those a business, Lamau. But like the grocery store is 2.3 miles away. Yeah, I'm not walking a mile each way in 100 Fahrenheit heat with groceries. Yeah, you can drink the milk on the way back. I live in Italy, but I exclusively shop at the US grocery store on base. USA citizen when they have to walk somewhere instead of taking their 6,000 pounds truck and taking up 4 parking spaces. Yeah, 1 hour 10 walk. According to maps, one way. Then there's snow days. Now, when I lived in Dallas, so I lived in the apartment and I lived in 2 different homes. The first home I lived in was on a street called Ellsworth, and these were called the M Streets. Basically, there was a main road called Mockingbird, and the Mockingbird Road had all the businesses along it. So it had gas stations, fast food restaurants, grocery stores, and the M Streets, Ellsworth was like literally 2 blocks from that. So that was walking distance. If we wanted to go to the grocery store by foot, we could. If we wanted to go in a car, it was literally like a 40-second drive, maybe a minute drive, and that was just because of stop signs. That I would consider walking distance, but we always fucking drove. Damn you, Lynn, you roasted that church. Commercial strip, no end street, lame. Motherfucker, in Helsinki there was a train every 2 feet. We got W Street here, Lamau. Is that making traffic awful in those streets as well? If everything is in one spot? Kinda. I mean, so usually it's like there's a main road. It's a commercial district where like everything along this road is like that's where all the traffic is. And like typically that road will like turn off into parking lots, and those parking lots have a bunch of businesses around them. Once you get away from those, then you start having houses. But that's like those are downtown homes. I've only lived in a downtown home once, and they're very expensive. The one we lived on those M streets, I lived for 3 years. That was a piece of shit home. It was 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, built in like the fucking 60s, falling apart. It would have cost like $2 million to replace it. That house sucked. It was drafty and all the cockroaches got in. I hated it. All the other places I've lived in, they're like deep suburbs where it's like 2 to 5 miles to the closest grocery store. That's Helsinki. We don't associate with those motherfuckers. Public transportation in the US is awful. Here's a good example. 10-minute drive to grocery store. Or public transit turns that into 40 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking... It sucks in the US for transportation. Just the car companies, they own so much and have so much power that they will inhibit every other alternative that's an increase and an upgrade possible. They make up like 10% of your country's population, lol. Oh, I should have gotten a drink before I sat down. Oh. In Houston, it can take an hour to drive 5 miles. It's out of control. Jesus. In Dallas, when I first moved there, it wasn't so bad. The rules of the road was be assertive, and I hated that. But like, if you were assertive, like if you got to a stop sign and you were like, all right, I'm going, you could get anywhere pretty fast. However, because of the income tax laws that Texas has, every business was moving their headquarters to Texas, and Dallas specifically. Hi, Takeru. I was watching Takeru play Elden Ring last night, and I wasn't paying too close attention. Hi, Logitech. But at one point, Takeru was like, I'm having a little mage fight with this guy. Eat my fucking blue spellcasty thing. Oh, this guy shot a thing at me? I'm gonna dodge. I'm gonna sidestep left. Oh, I've just jumped off a cliff. Wah-ha-ha-ha-hooey. It was like, oh no, that's so sad, Takeru. He lived. He just broke his ankles. Anyway, because everybody was moving to Texas, because everybody was moving to Dallas, Austin, Houston, the infrastructure of Dallas could not keep up. So it was like year by year, it was like this drive used to take 10 minutes. This year takes 15 minutes. Next year takes 20 minutes. After living there for like 5 years, I used to commute to school. I went to Brookhaven College, and that was like a 20-25 minute commute. And then after 4 years, that was an hour drive. Oh god, it was miserable. And they act like they own the world and everyone outside the capital is some Midwestern hillbillies. Yeah, it was the same when I lived near DC. Dallas is probably just as terrible. It still hasn't changed. LA used to have a train system, but they replaced it with highways. I can confirm. Well, yeah, I lived directly next to BWI. Yulin Proxy. Hello, Takeru. I should check. Near Reagan Airport. Oh god, what was it? Scotland. Scotland has a miserable fucking public transportation story. If you talk to Sean VR, if you bring up Scottish public transportation, he will go off for 20 minutes about how he fucking hates this woman who has just gutted their train system. They used to have a fantastic train system. And they gutted it, and now they want everybody to own cars. But they don't even have the road system set up for cars. So like a lot of people have just gotten fucked. And like it's so expensive, not everybody can afford cars. But like they've gutted their train system and there's like no other options. Well done, Ewan. Thank you. Hi, Jan. Damn, that's a rare one. Scotland forever. I've only used dualies. Oh, duels. Yeah, I've heard Sean give his public transportation rant like 3 times. I feel bad for Scotland and their public transportation because they had it good and they have lost it. Reagan is tiny. Was a bit of a shock when I flew in. Like a 10-minute metro ride to it. So I use it when flying in country. When I lived in Dallas, I was really close to the Love... it's like Love something Field Airport. Dual S? Okay. When I lived in my apartment, I was like 20 minutes away from DFW International. I was right next to it. But now, where am I? It's like Lambert Airport that I'm close to. Mr. Euland, I send you a couple of screenshots. They don't like my impression of you. I always start with Mr. Euland, and they're like, terrible impression. What an awful impression. The grocery store. That's pretty close. That's also pretty close. 2 gas stations, doctors. Yeah, see, that's how things should be. That sounds fucking nice. I'll send you a map of my comparison, Zuby. It's fucking way further for me. Those are my distances. Yeah, the big one that's not international, Lambert. I think it's fine, Mr. Yulin. Takaru. You got the Zuby pass? Roxy, a mega cute nerd. I'm going to San Antonio next week. And I get to go directly from London to Dallas. Is that going to DFW? I was like at DFW airport. Already got through 3 tier lists, gonna be done soon? Hell yeah. Also, when I was in the Netherlands, my mom and dad think I'm crazy for walking in the snow to the city. Yeah, I'm doing Venice, London, DFW, San Antonio. There's also 2 graveyards and a church in between those ways. Oh. We can't walk next to the graveyards. Unless they're next to the church. You can if they're next to the church. But if it's like a graveyard with no church, you know, that's haunted. What if you like encounter zombies? I saw Thriller. Those zombies came out of nowhere. Nope, no church. It was nice. Snow is easy difficulty. We be smoking cigarettes in the graveyard? Oh my god, you're living so dangerously, you can't do that. Didn't you see Thriller? They were just walking, and then they got attacked by zombies. Shut up, you. What do you mean? Smoke vape with the ghost? I can't believe this. Is that disrespectful? If you go to a graveyard and then, like, loiter at a grave and, like, lean on the gravestone and, like, drink and smoke and hang out with your friends, but then you clean the gravestone and, like, you know, clear off any moss that was there, is that disrespectful? Lost One is also scared of ghosts. Yeah. You get caught leaning on it, yeah? I went through so little of my notes. I don't think so. Always clean your shit. No, I'd appreciate it if people do that with my graves. Where I live, it's called Todtenhausen, which roughly translates to Village of the Dead. I ripped some fat vapes at James Dean's grave in Indiana one time. I think there's better places to hang out. But what do I know? I'm a barbarian. Hi, Zuby. I'm gonna make my own Thriller with blackjack and hookers. Incredible. I feel like if you had like a grave cleaning kit and you hung out at a graveyard with like your two friends playing Pokemon, and then like after hanging out there for a couple hours, you cleaned the grave. I feel like that's kind of cool. I feel like that's kind of metal. There's a... But why there? Why not? Honor the dead by cleaning their grave. People left cigarettes on John James Dean's grave. Unsmoked, though? Well, Twitch servers requested us to reconnect. Reconnecting. Sorry, Lost One, this was also for you. I'm so tired after my family visited. Some boomer will also hate that you clean or dirt their secret place in Scotland or some shit. Dude. You napping, big dog? Yes. Oh my god, yes. I'm so ready for the days where, like, I can just nap without being like, oh, well, this is coming up, so... You know, I gotta go spend time with the family. I am excited to nap whenever I want. I'm excited to bust again. I haven't been able to jerk off. I fucking hate not having privacy. Yeah, after you probably dirty it with cigarettes. Yulin finna bust. Yulin finna fucking bust. I mean, so, like, if you got it dirty with cigarettes, but you cleaned it up. I feel like if you were smoking at a grave and just throwing them on the ground, but then you plan to clean them up, I feel like that's not good. Because, like, let's say you hang out there for 3 hours, and you're there for 2 and you've been throwing cigarette butts on the ground. Somebody comes up and they're like, dude, you're so disrespectful, I'm calling the police. Like, if the police come up and they're like, alright, we're arresting you, this is a crime, I feel like that doesn't look good, right? If you're at least being, like, cordial and, like, putting the cigarettes in, like, a bag, and then the police come up and they're like, hey, why are you hanging out here? It's like, oh, we're just gonna hang out here, spend time, you know, maybe, honor the dead. When we leave, we clean up the grave. I feel like that's a lot more believable, and they're like, okay. Whereas, like, if you've literally been desecrating the grave and, like, throwing cigarette butts on the ground and, like, making a mess, and they're like, what are you doing here? And you're like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna clean up and honor the dead after. It's like, yeah, fucking sure you are. You're just lying to get out of this. You should have done quick bus session. Oh my god, Elon pipes all clogged up. Hi, Gravity Spoke. Thank you for the follow. So after subbing to FF14 again, I found out I can't play with Koyo and Fasto at all, because they are in a data center that is completely closed off, you can't even visit. And they changed worlds since last time we played. Uh-huh. Yep. You can play with me, Zuvi. But, yeah, you're... There's no world transfers right now. Who hangs out at a grave for 3 hours? I don't know, goth kids? Maybe you hanging with the homie? Again. I don't visit graves, but I might visit Alexi Leos. Singer and guitarist for Children of Bodom, one of the best metal bands ever. Grave and leave my bass pick there because I listened to them before he passed. Nodders. I just think it's wrong and probably not the funnest place to hang out. I feel like there's some people that, like, they're goth. They're really into, like, death and the concept of, like, the non-living. And a graveyard is, like, their comfy place, right? And they would love to hang out there. Imagine the goth kid hanging out at a graveyard for 4 hours, playing Pokemon with his only ghost team, and then he cleans up the grave. Just, you know, a weird guy that just thinks death is cool. It's $18 a transfer as well, which is like, boo-boo, what the fuck? Wait, you heard about Cobb and Alexi? Yeah, I know that band. I didn't listen, though. Ellie is... Okay. Ellie is a goofball and doesn't know shit about video games. But talk to them about Music Air. They're a walking encyclopedia. If they haven't heard... If they've heard of every band and artist. They might not have listened to every band and artist, but if you mention them, they're gonna show up tomorrow and be like, yeah, so I went and listened to a bunch of their music. That was some good stuff. I really appreciated the inspiration they took from this band that played in the 70s. They're gonna be a fucking turbo nerd error. You've discovered something. Og, you're just a weirdo. There was a parking lot at a graveyard in my old hometown and everyone used to park and bang there. I can understand that a graveyard is actually calming. It's a place of peace. I like graves for loots and the chance to see occult things. I mean, trends do be quiet there. I mean, tends to be quiet there. Why would you play a gacha? 14 is so much cheaper. Buys 20 Fantasia files. Good lord, Cairo. Do you know how bad their game shop is? The game shop, it's literally worse than World of Warcraft's game shop. It is offensive what their game shop is like. Oh, this motherfucker's playing Bitcraft. Okay. Worse how? Every mount on the WoW cash shop is $25. Mounts in Final Fantasy's shop scale to how cool they think the mount is. Some mounts are $5. Some mounts are $16. There's a few mounts that are $35. There's like 2 mounts that are $43. The Jet and the 8-man Space Whale. Those are $43 or $48. They're fucking expensive. That's literally almost 2 mounts in WoW. I bought the Space Whale back then. Oh my god, Ellie. Lord. There used to be a Hauptschule next to the one we got, but it closed down before Corona. Look here, office. Today I'm hanging out with Martha yesterday. I hung with Dave before. I'm going to clean the headstone and say some nice words. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you were respectful and clean the graves, I feel like people wouldn't have a problem with it. We shall have very deep conversations later. Also, hi, Cairo. This AC song goes hard. It was probably haunted. I bought that Space Whale back then, Lord, so I would haul the homies. And I got called a whale for buying a $10 BP in ZZZ. We getting everyone's Aether Currents? Yup. I bought the Sky Whale. I have a soft spot for whales that float in the air. And so that was the expensive one that I bought. I think it was like $30. I might have gotten it on sale. But I got the Sky Whale in Final Fantasy. I couldn't help myself. I just got a fish sandwich for lunch. They added so much mayo, it got all over my hand and got between my fanny pack. My coworker just knocked on my car window as I'm cleaning my pants. She gave me a disgusted look. I think she thought I did something. Just having Big Mount is funny. That's tragic, Feet Chan. Can't beat the flying gunship in WoW. So, okay. WoW has a few, like, $60 packs. And, like, hey, buy 12 months of subscription and get this. But, like, if you buy 12 months of subscription, you get 12 months of subscription. And then you get, like, 8 mounts. They've got some fucking deals. Now, the deals are like, hey, spend a lot of money and get this. Which is like, oh, I hate that, but... Why do you have soft spot for Sky Whales? There was a Sky Whale in a zone in Terra that I thought was really cool. And then there was another game that had them. That I was just like, I don't know, they're fucking cool to me. This is the first time seeing Yulin with no one snuggling with her. I have... Is Unknown with me? Oh, I see Unknown. Unknown's hiding in the cushions off to the side. Freya was here earlier. She portal dodged us. She didn't come through the portal. But I have Unknown with me. They're a little camera shy. They don't always want to be on screen. Looking at things in another tab. Hello, that Mayo must have been bussing. Hit her with the good old left-right good night.
Not actually. Yeah, I haven't clocked in yet. Yeah, Ellie will probably be here soon. When I end, I'm gonna take a quick shower. I got sweaty. With 6 incline, we got pretty sweaty. Thank you, Octalmagian Anonymous. I'll take a quick rinse off. I won't wash my hair. And then I'm gonna get some banana bread. Oh my god, I want more of that banana bread. Gigantify. What is the emote? Oh my god, head pats incoming. Cairo is wailing. Look, back in the day, I hated whales. I remember looking at games like Warframe and being like, if you buy platinum, you're a fucking loser because you're stupid. You can get platinum for free. Now it's like, wait a minute. They need to pay their bills. If no one's buying platinum, they're not making money. So that doesn't work. The game is only running because they're paying their bills, which means people are buying platinum. The whales keep the game alive. You can be mad at whales all you want and be like, oh, they're literally, they're not gamers. They're just buying their way in. But, you don't have a game without them. You gotta thank your whales. The best thing you can do is fucking stroke their ego. When you see a whale in a game, just look at them and be like, holy, you're so cool. How did you get that gear? And, they will wail so much harder. Global help too. More pound, more weight for me to grab and yeet. Oh my goodness. I saw some stat about how 5% of the users pay the bills of these companies. Yeah. Somebody told me to just grind the currency in Helldivers 2. It only takes 20 hours of farming only for a $10 thing. Yeah, no, I'm good. When I started working at Tech Systems, I was making $20 an hour, and I put everything in perspective of how many hours am I spending on this? So if I were to level a character in WoW, 1 to 60, that would take me 16 hours at the time. Or it costs $60. Well, that's 3 hours of working. Well, my time is pretty fucking limited. Do I want to spend 3 hours? Or do I want to spend 16 hours? I'm gonna fucking buy that character boost. Now, I don't have as much time. But, money's a lot more tighter. And so now, if I want to level a character, I'm gonna fucking level it. But, back then when I had that job, yeah, I bought a few character boosts. Also, if no one's buying plat, there is no plat for the free-to-play characters. True. You are a whale, you'll get BJ for free. I mean, maybe. I mean, hey, you just gotta give the whales stuff to spend on, right? Maybe that stuff is their pretty princess that gives them blowjobs. That's what people are spending platinum on in Warframe. Buy me the Saren Prime skin. Buy me the Saren Deluxe skin. And I'll send you pictures of me sucking a dildo. Oh my god. It's 50 cents an hour to play on the easiest difficulty and run from node to node. Level it under 3 hours in Remix? Yeah. I wasn't doing the super turbo leveling in Remix. I was taking 8 to 10 hours to level a character in Remix. I wasn't doing the don't loot them so that you can get it all at the 60 to 70 part where it's really slow. It was still really fast though. Not playing the game normally. Okay, need Hypixel. Hi. Oh, I see. You two came in together. That's where you were. I get it. Buy me the hot goth mommy character and I'll give you head. Exactly, Air. See, you get it. You know, you've done this before. Desktop ERP goes wild. Hi. can barely see your head because all my overlays are in the way.
I continued my walk.
You could continue it here.
Yeah. Yeah, walk. Maybe, I don't know.
I can't.
If you want to.
I can't exactly
Or if you
access
want
my
to.
keyboard and everything when I'm away on my treadmill. It's like far away. It's not right in
Oh.
front of me.
It's not right at your
You
desk?
can if you
Oh.
try.
Yeah, that's why I can't talk in VR when I'm on my
Oh.
desktop, because my treadmill is like 3 or 4 feet back from my desk where everything is.
Okay.
So, but anyway, I did a full 5 miles. I showered.
Hell yeah.
Yay. Okay. You left me all by myself, and Sis came to save me. So, you know.
This is not my fault, okay? I put down a portal.
I'm always there to
I
save
said-
Freya.
I was like, portal, letting everybody know it's there. I'm on blue status, so you
Yes,
can
but
join
I
whenever.
was still walking.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
come on, Ewan. You can't just leave mommy Freya.
you could have
And I
walked
said
through
I
the
was
portal.
still walking.
You could have walked through the
Oh,
portal and walked here.
Ewan.
You could have stepped away from the
I
treadmill
couldn't
You
get
do this.
off.
for 5 seconds. Yes,
I
you
was
could
at
have.
2.5 speed.
You hit stop.
I didn't want to, if I,
You
okay,
walked through the portal.
if I stop, it doesn't pick up back where I stopped off.
Oh,
And then I don't know.
what the hell?
See?
Your treadmill
Yeah.
sucks.
Freya, I'm sorry because of
Oh my
this.
god.
It doesn't keep its place. Honestly, I would have just gotten off at 2.5. I would have just like let it keep going and been like, all right, 5 seconds didn't count, but you know.
I'm sorry he treats you like this.
I don't treat her like this. I'm just defensive because I didn't have her for a bit of time and I, like a lost puppy, started panicking, okay? Jesus.
I got on when I was visiting people, and then I joined Freya because I thought you guys were like all still together, and then it was just Freya. And she was like somewhere, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck do I get up there? So I walked around the world for like 5 minutes trying to figure out how to get up there.
It's so tragic
And then I
because
just like,
if you go left,
I'm
Good.
not mad though. I love you.
if you go left, you find the staircase right away, and it's like, oh boy. If you go right, you find a doorway that goes outside the base and doesn't get up there, and it's just like, oh,
Mhm.
jeez. That's what Media did. Media went right, and like we could see them on screen because we could see through all the structures in VR chat, right? So on stream we could see
Yeah.
them. In VR I couldn't, and they're just like running around outside the base. I was like, oh no.
yeah.
What do you mean? I've done this before. Desktop ERP. LOL Gogo Loco has some crazy poses. Wild. Good job, Freya. Oh, it's just Sis. I thought it was Shocky. We love seeing both of them. Yeah, you'll never leave mom
I'm
alone.
hideous.
JK, hi Sis. I've actually seen you. I don't think you're hideous. Have you seen what I look like?
I have seen what you look like. That was a long time ago, though. You probably look vastly different, having lost like 70 pounds.
Oh god. I've only lost 65 pounds. With my family visiting, I put 5 pounds back on. We've been fucking going to restaurants or cooking every night, and I've just been like, fuck calories, just, you know, mom made good food. Om, nom, nom.
Casey and I want to see you, but like, you won't shower stream for us. What the heck?
Fuck it, I'll fucking do it and soon. Fuck you.
Soon. All right, let's fucking go. I'll let him know.
I don't know how it's gonna work. Like, I think the thing is just gonna fog up. Well, fuck you.
I don't know either. You're resourceful. You'll figure it out. I'm sure you will. You're very intelligent. You're a
gonna-
smart boy.
I'm gonna get back at you by doing it in thigh highs. Fuck you.
Please do not put fucking socks on while you get in the shower.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a puck shower
Especially not thigh highs.
and shower with
No,
thigh highs.
Don't do
I'll-
that.
I'll do
as
the-
much as I love thigh highs, please don't do that.
I'll do the red ones so you can see they get darker as they get wet.
No, I don't want you to. I like thigh highs, and I don't want you to ruin your thigh highs.
Why would
So,
they
like,
be ruined?
Don't.
It's water.
Because it's. Yeah, I know. And water is the devil, because it's not milk.
What? To be honest, I was thinking of that as Shocky. It's so tragic because like Shocky doesn't own silver hair with red highlights, but she's definitely like certainly around here recognized for it. And not Cairo. Sis is like long had like
This isn't even red. This is fucking orange.
It looks very red with the contrasting near colors around it. It's
Compared to the red scarf on Freya, it's orange.
No, I agree. Now that you're saying it's orange, I'm like, you know what? I can see it, but like
Okay.
without you saying that, I would have been like, yeah, gray and red, silver and red. I don't know. I think of cis and I think of black and green, and so it's gonna take
It's orange
time for
Kyra,
me to
you're on
adjust it.
drugs.
No shower stream is messed up.
Green and black.
shower
I didn't
stream,
like
send
green and
invite.
black. I just did that once because it looked kind of fine. I like silver hair, so I like
Hi,
silver and green.
sleepies. It won't be a shower stream.
sleepies.
It'll just be a recording.
That's honestly, that's probably fine. We'd like to watch it live, but it's fine if it's.
Well,
recording,
okay,
it's okay.
we could do it live. I could just be in a Discord call and like share screen.
Yeah, that's what the play would be. That's what we thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
We'll get in Discord. Casey and I grab the lotion. You get in the shower, and we're like, yeah, let's go.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, don't do that, and definitely don't send a video. Oh no. We did a joke event when I used to swim where you were fully clothed. Full 200 IM.
Kara, I don't have the hex code memorized. I'm sorry.
That's red as fuck. No shot, that's orange. I miss the green and black hair, sis. I like this new sis. I like the old one just because that's what I'm comfy with, right? That's what I like think of. But you know, I don't want to like be the type of person where somebody like does a change, like gets a new name, and
Is
I'm
this
like,
better?
I'm gonna call you by your old name. No, actually no.
Okay, well, now it's red.
You look like you got sprayed by a skunk and you've been bathing in tomato juice, and now you're stained, and it didn't fix the smell, so you still smell.
Yeah.
Give me the hex code from your Abby's PSD right now, Lamau.
Here, is this better? Does this make you happy?
Well, it's all of it. It's not just your hair.
I know.
I hate it. My Steam isn't
Oh
connecting
my
to the internet.
goodness.
Hello. Hi Lovely. Hi Kawaii Llama. There's no way the world's lighting is that bad. Remember to shower with the thigh high. Hi Smug Love. Just open the PSD. Okie dokie. If I missed everyone, hi, love you much.
You're asking a lot for me to do that while I'm in VR. Hi, Freya.
I'm getting tired. I'm also getting hungry.
I've been tired. I woke up tired.
Aiko's playing fucking Bitcraft today, and I really want to raid that. But
Let's go.
Huntera Doll is also streaming, and
I know
they
you do,
haven't
Freya.
been streaming that
I
much the
just wanted
past
to
3
say hi
months.
anyway, 'cause I
So
love
I
you.
also want to go there. Can they add like double raids? Can they add it so that I can split a raid that's be like, hey, let's see where you go. Half of you
It
go
just
here and
opens
half
a
of you go
second
there.
tab. Forces you to go to both.
Flip a coin. Damn it. Hunt. Huntera is cruising through Endwalker. So it wouldn't be spoilers for anybody. The Unity and PS edits all the time. The raid gotcha, holy. I gave you smooches, also hi doll. We're gonna go to Ico. We're gonna go to Bitcraft. I got him onto this game. I'm very interested in it. Maybe I don't raid anybody. Maybe just fall asleep right here. You must raid? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Behavior. Auto level. Look at me. Anchor world. Sound. Voices. Now I'm not being selfish and everybody has to be quiet around it because this world is very small. They can keep talking if they want. Ah. I went through fucking none of my notes. Which means more notes for tomorrow. Hi, Baldy, lucky smooches for the lucky lobby. Okay. So, oh. Did I spell that right? Oh my god, I did. And slash raid Aiko. Aiko is one of my best friends. They're playing Bitcraft. I think it's an alpha. It's a really cool crafting economy-based MMO coming out. Hopefully it doesn't suck ass like every crafting economy player-driven MMO before it. We did 5.7 miles today. I'm going to be playing Planet Cracker with Sen. I think we decided we're going to do that in the Discord later. So if you want to come and hang out with that, you're more than welcome to. That being said, I love you. Bye. Thank you for streaming. Have a lovely day. No, you!